best. Fucking Za is the best.
Ah, shit.
Because we always have Za.
Beats popping. All right, we're back. Hopefully this time with 90% less internet problems. We did it, boys.
Do it. Thanks, Felix.
Bingo, bingo.
We do things sometimes. Another time we don't do things.
I'm still choosing which spells I'm prepping.
We are really good at our stuff, guys.
Look, man.
We're really good. So while we're talking here, again, we are introduced Rachel. You guys kind of know the next person. He sucks. But no, he doesn't. He's wonderful. I love him.
He was the angry voice that appeared for a brief moment.
Just for a brief
Yeah, please
moment.
continue the angry voice of voice. You guys may remember Nathan. Why don't you hop in front of the camera real quick so people can actually see you? No, don't hop in
I
front
am
of the camera.
very comfortable right now.
Yeah, Nathan's comfortable. If you guys remember, he's the other gent that joined us on the Extra Life stream.
I've actually done one stream since then.
Oh, yeah,
too.
you had the
true.
Hitman stream.
Yeah, I was there for the Hitman stream.
You were out there for the Hitman stream.
Nathan got to watch my bullshit in person.
Oh my god, you're so bad at that game.
Dude, isn't it great, like, getting to watch? Although he's pretty good at Tingle. He's pretty good at Tingle.
Oh, you had a great time making fun of me, too.
Well,
like,
to be fair,
Chris, why
that
won't
game
you
is
draw
so
your weapon?
clunky, so yeah, it was Chris, pull your weapon on.
You mean the fish slap
struggling the whole
simulator?
time.
No.
Hey everybody, in case you don't know, we're playing some Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
It's D&D.
Oh, thanks, Felix, for dropping the stealth mode. That clip encapsulates my entire experience with the first Hitman game.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, but yeah, no.
All right,
please
so
continue.
I guess we should start off by introducing our players here. I know that you said your name, but like, let's hear our character name, right?
Yeah, so
Tony, you are playing.
I am playing Dune Vox, the Genasi fighter battle master. I am noble. Earth Genasi fighter.
We have Rachel.
Rachel, Yidma Verzant. I'm a moon druid, Furbolg moon druid, and my background is a hermit. I'm neutral good.
Christoph.
My name is Myrden. I'm a elven wizard, a transmutation wizard. I dropped my sheets on the floor. And my background is a ruin explorer, which I think is homebrew, right? You made that?
I did. So yeah,
thank you,
for the
Rachel.
background,
Oh,
basically, from GM perspective, my take on backgrounds is like just make them what you want them to be, because I mean, really the point of a background is to give you flavor, to give you a cool movement ability, and give you a couple skills. And so sometimes it just doesn't make sense that the only things that get stealth also get deception. It's just weird. So come up with something cool and make it work.
Yeah, heck yeah. We're just checking chat real quick. It looks like things are getting goofy.
Goofy.
Yeah.
Goofy's in the chat?
Well, no, it's the widget.
The widget, yeah. So we're getting that fixed out. But yeah, this is our this is my first foray into D&D. So I am very, very new. I'm probably going to ask a lot of questions as we're going, but not too many. We've talked a lot about our characters. I mean this evening, and we have a good time, I think.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be a good
we've
time.
all played together before, lots and lots and lots of times.
Yeah.
Other
that's the
games.
thing.
We know how to like.
We have experience with each
got
other,
this.
so
Nathan and Rachel have played
there you
5th
go.
Ed. I haven't played D&D since 3.5.
And I played
maybe
one
I played a
session
little
of 3.5.
I think I played one session of
You played
4th Ed.
You played fourth.
It's like-
an inch.
But it's been a hot second since I played D&D. I never played 5th Ed. I listened to a lot of podcasts with it, but
Yeah,
like
same here. So Chris, how are we going to be handling tonight's evening when it comes to talking with our lovely community here?
So basically, for the most part, we won't be able to chat as much mid action. But what we're going to do is basically every time there's a short rest in game, that's going to actually be a real break for everyone. So,
So we'll try and
if
hop
we need to go
in.
to the bathroom, we'll go to the bathroom. We'll catch up with all you guys in chat.
But if for any reason the stream starts slowing down, anything weird happens, Felix and I are really good about being on top of that. Please just at Chris, at AffinityChris on that so we can see that red pop-up happen.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
not in
see
the
it.
chat this time just because we didn't have enough room for my laptop. So please add him and we'll make sure we fix it. And if we don't see it, just keep on it and throw the little flame, do everything. We need to see that something's wrong.
But the best part about all of this is that this is all basically a prototype for a full-blown campaign that we're going to be running probably next week. It really just depends on...
It really depends. I We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay.
If not, we'll make sure to fill something. You'll see at least mine and Chris's lovely face next week with whatever that may be. Hopefully it's more D&D. So, yeah.
Can you guys send a spelling of your character names? We'll add it to your commands. Well, this is a one-shot.
Yeah, this is just a one-shot. We are not going to keep these guys.
It won't matter after today.
Yeah. Yeah, Nathan actually
Vidma is for today.
picked a lot of our characters based on some of our earlier interests and characters we originally wanted to play.
So we have a full campaign coming soon that I've been working on, and all three of these players were thinking about a different build before they ultimately decided on the build they're doing for the campaign. So they're all playing what they originally wanted to play the first time. It just made it a lot easier for me. I'm like, hey, you wanted to play Battlemaster Fighter? You get to play one now.
And they threw me a Genasi, and I just learned what that was like 20 minutes ago, and I'm excited to fly into it and figure it out.
Well,
Plus, I didn't want to wait like a year for you to make your other characters, so like I just...
Hey, I have been fast on my
Fair.
character.
Rachel made her character.
Almost done. I just need a
did make my
name
character.
and a background, flaws. I got like all the bones of my character. I just need to actually get the personality, and I'm full of it. That's right,
You're
of it.
full of something.
Yeah, please someone take that full of it. Take that I'm full of it and clip it out forever. Again,
shit.
looking at you, Felix.
Affinity card game stream when it's in a
When it's in a good spot.
Yeah, when it's in a
that's all I'll say about that.
presentation.
Well, that's all I'll say about that. Although you do have 3 of the people behind that game here right now.
It's true.
So don't ask us your questions because we have no answers.
You said that as if there's more than 3 people behind.
There
that
aren't.
game.
There's only 3 of us behind
You
the
have
game.
3
guys.
of the people behind. Where are the rest?
In my brain. So yeah. Oh, you also see some cool shit happen during the stream, like with backgrounds and stuff.
Well, anyone that's seen the Choose Your Own Adventure streams, they know what's
the
up.
awesome
They know what's going to happen.
Choose Your Own Adventure streams, may I add?
There's going to be more of those too, by the
I'm
way.
coming back for them, so my voice acting will not go to waste. It'll go to waste.
Dang.
It'll go to waste.
All right.
Well, we're pretty much ready to go.
I've prepped my spells. I got them.
Everybody
Me
have
too.
spells prepped, ready to go?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm
I have
Yidma.
all my
It's funny
spells.
when Kargi plays as Barbarian. He's like, I have my spell prepped. It's called Axe.
There you go.
All right, cool. Go ahead and cue up a city scene here.
You
city.
got it, Butteroony. That's not city.
Where we
I
all
called it
just
town.
a pretty.
Yeah, whatever. So, the sun rises on the bustling city of Vintness. The town is alive with the hustle and bustle of the common folk as they wander around and trade their wares and create their livelihood. The day passes and eventually the inn starts to get full. People come in lively and excited, ready for some time off after their hard-earned day in making money. And the 3 of you meet in a tavern. So, you've adventured together before. That is why you're starting off at level 3. But it's been a little bit since you've seen each other. You've been going about your day, doing your different things. Actually, let's see. Dune over here is a full-time noble, one might say. You've got some priorities, some things to do in your life.
Yes.
Mirrodin, well, I mean, you're a wizard. What do you do in your off time?
I get drunk and tell people stories of my wonderful adventures where I help and really drive the adventure. I mean, I'm just so good.
And then finally, we have Yidma Verzon. You actually recently just arrived in town. It was during the sunrise that you finally got back to town from your wilderness travels, having recently been enlightened with a vision that's driven you back to Vintness. You seek your comrades, ready for a next adventure.
Friends.
Dune.
I'm
Mirror, it's
already-
been so long.
Listen, I'm in the middle of a story. Can you give
You
this a
haven't
second?
moved from this spot in months, have you? There is no way.
Look,
you
I
haven't
earned
stopped.
this butt impression on this chair.
As a matter of fact, you notice that chair is particularly worn out. Scuffle marks all across the bottoms of the chair for anybody with a perception of, 10 or higher. It's very easy to tell that Mirrodin has just spent too much time here just talking about his great adventures that he's been on once times ever.
You and I both know that an elf can't stay inside for long.
Look,
Let's go for a walk.
I don't need another adventure. I still have plenty of adventure to tell everyone about.
Here,
Yes,
barkeep,
let's go
round
talk
for
to
the
the
road.
people. Ooh, round for the road. I love that
Round for the road. Let's
idea.
go.
The barkeep eventually comes around and sets you all down a mug of ale, but they have little tops on them that is specifically in case like you were to trip or anything like that, like
They're
little
sippy cups.
Sippy cups. He goes, 3 walk me downs.
You read my mind.
All right, you know how to get me out of here by now.
He goes, yes, I do. Please leave.
All right.
I always love
I throw him whatever gold I owe him. Bing.
What's the name of the bar?
The name of the bar.
Don't
Tony,
worry.
what is the name of the bar?
The name of the bar is
It's called the Sippy
Thirsty
Cup.
Fish.
The Thirsty Cup. No, wait,
Girl,
no,
it's
the
as bad as that
Thirsty... What'd you say?
I said the Thirsty Fish.
And you call it the Sippy
The
Cup?
sippy cup.
We're going to call it the
Sippy
Sippy
Fish?
Fish.
Yes.
I'm upset.
Name of the bar is the Sippy Fish.
I
No one likes this.
actually love this.
I actually really like the Sippy Fish.
Well, I guess it's just
whole
me
lot.
then.
Yeah, I'm actually really about the Sippy Fish.
Sippy Fish Tavern in Vitness.
Yeah.
Exhausting.
So the barkeep hands you the sippy cup. So he says, "Please get out of here." You know specifically at this point, it's when you get a little bit rowdy that he's kind of like shooing you out the door. Especially because after at some point you tend to just sit in your chair and not drink, and you're just taking up good real estate that could be used. Otherwise, he values you as a customer that's there all the time. Otherwise,
Before I walk out, I look at the bartender and I'm like, "Thank you so much for everything you've done for us." And I slip him a couple of gold, and before I walk away.
okay. Please subtract 150 gold.
no, I'm thinking about like 2.
Okay.
Little tip, 'cause I'm thinking near tips
Wow,
very
Noble
often.
over here doesn't know how to tip appropriately.
I was adding.
Are
an
you
extra
surprised?
tip.
Of course not.
Always good
he
to be
bites
among
through the
the
chocolate
people.
coin that you give him. He realizes that you're a cheapskate. No, he accepts the gold graciously. He goes, "Oh my, well, if you ever need a room, I have a free space open for you."
Perfect. Thank you, my friend.
And then he goes about his business. Now, Yinma, do you want to discuss your enlightenment, or do you want to do this a little bit more?
Oh, I'd like to discuss it, but I just wanted to do it like as we're outside, so Mir is in the right frame of mind.
Oh,
I forgot what outside smells like.
I'm
So
Clean,
surprised.
right?
Yes,
Nice.
it's wonderful, and you get to see all the people around just walking. It's wonderful to be just like without
meow, meow.
guards and without anybody. Just get
As
to
you
walk
do this,
around.
a carriage drives by, splashes mud all over Mirrodin's robes.
I immediately start to like rub him down. No, not rub him down. I start to pat him off.
I
a
have
little bit.
prestidigitation, but I'm gonna let him do it.
Yeah. Always penchant for getting dirty. And then my hands are covered in mud.
So he Dune rubs the dirt off your
Actually, I
robes, but he
shape
makes it
shift to it.
worse.
Yeah, make it
he
worse.
makes it worse.
More dirt.
Because Dune is a rock man.
I'm a rock man, yeah.
And not a clean rock man. Just
I'm not a
literally,
clean rock
as he
man.
walks, just dirt crumbles off
Yeah.
of him.
Worse or better?
Better every time, my
I
friend.
cast
Better every time.
prestidigitation and just clean myself. I'll be like, thanks for trying.
Well done.
You do that every time we see each other. I love tradition.
Happy to see you too,
As I
buddy.
start drinking, I walk me down faster.
Yidma, care to enlighten us?
Yes. So, on my travels, I discovered that some of the gods have been paying closer attention to their patrons. And the ones who please them are being blessed and gifted with minor magical abilities, but more than they had before. We haven't seen anything like this in eons? Decades? Nothing that I've known of.
Well, eons and decades are
Somebody roll a history check.
Something
different.
I will
Heckin'.
roll a history check.
I will let you roll a history check.
I'm very good at this. Oh, not just kidding. Well, I guess.
You're still
Yeah,
adding
I can do a history
You're
check.
adding your initiative.
Somebody
You're
who
adding
has
your
history,
bonus.
roll history
Yeah.
check.
I don't know.
I
if
have history. I'm gonna roll a history check.
Yeah, there we go.
Yay.
That's a 9.
Ooh, a 9.
That's a 9.
Yeah, haven't heard of this before.
Yep, that's real odd. Real weird.
Yeah, she's saying eons, decades. You're
Yeah,
like, well, that's a
eons,
pretty
decades.
difference in time
That's a
frame.
real
but
big
both
difference.
sound accurate.
But both sound like a passage of time.
Seems legit.
It has been quite some time. So, there is a place not far from here, where someone has been blessed. And I would like to find this person, find out more information. They're not the only one there. I don't know who they are.
Do you have anywhere we can start?
So, you say, do you have anywhere you can start? And as that happens, somebody brushes up against you. They're going into the tavern. They bump into you, and he looks up at you, and he's a halfling, and he's probably in his mid-30s or so, and he's just snot running from his nose, and he's wiping. He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh." And then he gets down on all four, like, and he prostrates. He's like, "Sorry, my lord. I apologize."
I help him up. Please, there's no need for any of that here.
That's why we can't
He
take him
looks
outside.
at your ring, and then he looks at you and goes, "Oh, well, wait a second." And then he looks at your ring again, and he goes, "Oh, wait, you're..." Sorry. He goes, wait, are you of the Vox House? Are you...
Well, yes, I am.
Oh, man, I heard, what was his name? Mountain Vox. What a great adventurer. Yes, he's mentioning your brother, who is a much more successful adventurer than you are. Yes, you wouldn't happen to be him, would you?
I would not. I am Dunevox.
Dunevox. I feel like my lord has actually mentioned you. Maybe
Yes, probably as one
so.
of the people, he who lifts little ones, lots of just...
Little ones. Oh, well, that sounds terrifying. He sniffs really
I
loudly.
pull off like a little handkerchief, like my little like cravat, basically. I just kind of take it on.
Oh,
there.
thank you kindly.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly.
You can keep it. Please don't give it back. It's fine.
Please.
Please stop putting it in my pocket. Oh God. Well,
Because there you go. Thank you. I could not accept a gift. I apologize.
Great, good.
I apologize.
Yeah, perfect.
So he after apologizing and thanking you for the crevasse and everything like that, he eventually looks at you and he goes, so I actually come from House Bluefrost. And House Bluefrost, roll history again. I can't think. Yeah. I'm going to give you advantage. You are a noble.
Well, I'm giving me advantage?
I'm getting you advantage.
So
roll,
just to make sure I'm not
2D.
crazy. So I get a
You roll
plus 2
another
for
D20.
history, right? Oh, well.
You get a +2 for your history, yes.
Yep, and then do I get any other mods? No, right? Just gonna
Everything I wrote on your character sheet is
is
accurate.
what you get?
Yep.
Great.
You have
making sure
history. You're not the smartest person, but you know history.
Okay, good. Nat 20 and a Nat 1.
Oy,
I had
oy.
both. I had a 1 and a
my.
20.
Okay,
so
so,
yeah, Nat 20.
I wrote blue first.
Rules as written, Nat 20s don't matter. That's a 22, but whatever.
22.
Nobody cares about that.
Nobody cares. Got a
Nobody
Nat 20.
cares. Nobody cares.
We care about
This is Blue Frost, right?
Tony.
Bluefrost, as a matter of fact, when you were younger, you used to hang out with the
7, not a
youngest of the house of Bluefrost. His name is Sildar, and he's probably talking about Sildar this moment. You haven't heard from Sildar in a while. You know that his family is planning on making a move into this city. They come from a couple towns over, but
And for a second, I get choked up just for one moment. Like,
great memories, just good times. Bluefrost, they come from a noble dwarven house.
They do.
And your families go way back. I mean, you know,
They do.
Earth people and people,
And
of,
people
the earth.
of the earth.
That's what you said is you used to drink all the time, probably very underage at the time.
What they
it's
used to
been-
drink all the time.
And he says, well, my lord is in town. He's actually looking for some people to help with a quandary, a situation, if you will.
Sildar is here?
Sildar is here, yes.
I get like a really big smile on my face. That's
So
wonderful.
would you... I was looking for a group of adventurers or anything, but like if you can hire somebody that can do this, maybe you can get your
I put
brother
my hand
and
over his face. I'm like,
no, you
hold
get
on a
snot
second.
all over your hand.
Hold on a second, young man.
Hand on your shoulder, just like back you up.
No,
Like,
be
what
careful.
are we gonna get?
You're gonna get snot on you too.
Adventurers, young man. As I move and I just like wave it off onto Mir over here. I'm just like, and the snot just all over him.
You get snot all over you, but actually what he succeeds in doing is pointing to you, and he goes, "Oh, great, a wizard! That would be fantastic."
Yes, and
What is it that you need?
I start like flexing a little bit. Like,
Oh,
I tower over
I start
you with
flexing
7
also.
Jesus.
Yes, I am your wizard.
Do a little peck dance.
you see a little sparkle in his eye.
I don't have enough pecs for that.
We're all clearly just like
Some
trying
dirt
to
starts
like
falling
post
from
up like,
dirt
look
and
how
rocks
great
just
we
fall from my
are.
breasts while I'm doing it.
You're all trying to look impressive. You actually look impressive
Yeah,
because
right.
like of your strength.
Yeah, right.
Listen, I'm over 7 feet tall. I am very intimidating.
You are a big person,
but I'm also.
But you have a big old happy
old.
grin on your face all the
you.
time, so it kind of takes away from
Which
the
is
intimidation.
why we like you. Yeah, that's why
He
we
says,
like
anyway,
you.
that would be great if you could follow me and we'll go talk to Sildar about some valuables have gone missing, and I don't know all of the details, but yeah, it would be great if you come with me. And,
Where exactly?
just over up on a hill, and he points toward a hill that goes up, and then you see just a very large manor that has up until this point been vacant, as you know, because that recent house left and nobody wanted to attend it. You had maybe considered putting down on the
reason why I'm
auction,
here right now.
but it seems like somebody else is probably moving into the manor nearby. And so when he gestures casually over to the hill and says over there, it is a building larger than all the other buildings in this area, except for on the other hill, when you look at that direction and you see Vox's, the Vox house.
You know what's curious? Are we gonna walk there? Are we?
Yeah, you can walk and talk.
Sure. So I'll walk
You
in.
have to walk me down. So
Oh yeah. You know what's curious? My father sent me here because he told me I might be able to purchase one of the buildings here, and I'm pretty sure that was the one. I think he might have just sent me here for no reason.
Nobles, am I right? Am I,
Don't like
am I
that.
wrong? I'm genuinely asking.
You're there. You're there. So yeah, I guess we continue to walk. Yeah.
Insight?
Yeah, go for
I
it.
mean-
What are you trying to read exactly?
I guess I'm just trying to figure out, is this a building that's worthy, is this similar to the building that I might be looking for?
Tell you what, do a religion check.
Great.
Because before this young man, mid-30s young man ran into you, what'd you get?
Finish your statement.
Okay, before this young man ran into you, you're thinking about going and getting a sandwich, but then I had you do a religion roll, so what did you get?
Shut up, I was actually thinking about eating my sandwich. It's
Love
12.
sandwiches.
12. Okay, before this young man ran into you, the last word was, okay, do you have a lead on where to go? And then he runs into you. And as you're walking toward the manor, it is daytime out, but as you look up toward the stars, you swear you can see a twinkle of a star. The same twinkle that caused you to look into the cosmos nary a week ago.
You okay, Yid?
Did you just, kiss the sky? Did you just, love you, God?
Listen. Yes. Anyway,
For those of us who are wondering, Eldath? I don't know.
Just run with it. Just run with it.
Eldath or Eldoth?
you told me you were going to figure it out.
No, I have the name. I'm telling you. Do you want it to be
Oh, is it
Eldath or we'll go Eldoth.
I like Eldath.
That sounds better.
Sounds like we're like Eldath.
Eldoth is
Oh,
the
man.
goddess, or
We're already doing the
the
best.
We are.
screw it, it's a goddess. Eldath,
yeah.
Eldoth is the goddess of life and nature.
Oh. I mean,
And this
guess we
one
can all
has
know that.
shown up at your doorstep before, wigging out with crazy eyes before talking about the cosmos and life and nature and stuff like that.
Listen.
But this one's also turned into a wolf before,
Mushrooms
so
are
it's kind of hard to
natural.
argue.
They are a normal way to process the world and its turning.
I don't think any of us question that.
That seems like a rather strong statement to make for no argument.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. I'm down.
Sure,
Mushrooms,
sure.
they grow.
Just
They grow out me
clarifying.
sometimes.
Good.
You
I'm
know.
glad we all agree.
Why is this happening?
As you're saying this, they grow out of me sometimes. Two large double door from the gate opens up, and there's just a guard on the other side hearing that, and he just looks at you like.
I
"Ugh."
give him a little look, like an intimidating look. I'm just like,
He cautiously steps aside and gestures for you to pass.
thank you,
My lord.
person.
Wow. Wow.
I don't like people who give me weird looks.
You walk up the steps to the manor of the House of Blue Frost. Probably the new House of Blue Frost, assuming that's what's happening. Maybe he's squatting in there, you don't know. But you walk in and you notice this is a manor. It is it looks beautiful. There's everything that is embedded into the place itself. So maybe a mirror that has been bolted to a wall, or a heavy piece of furniture here and there that clearly they just didn't feel like moving when they got evicted before, or they fell in hard times. It's bad that, the whole noble family went bankrupt back in the day. We don't talk about that. That's just uncomfortable. So, but everything that couldn't be like just easily picked up is still in a manner. Other than that, there is no furniture. It looks kind of dusty, and you can see a hustle and bustle of a few servants walking around trying to clean the place up as fast as they can.
So this is the place that Father was trying to have
I would
me
like to
get?
detect magic, please.
Detect magic?
Yes, please.
Okay. You cast detect magic.
Range is self. Casting time, 1 action.
Okay.
Verbal and somatic. So...
You wave your hand, say Hashabui, and then something.
No Hashabui. And it lasts for up to 10 minutes. So it says the presence of magic within 30 feet of me.
Okay, cool.
That kinda
As you're
does,
walking by the mirror I mentioned before that's bolted into the wall, you look into it, and there's clearly something oddly magical about it. Not potent, but something very, very faint. And as you look at it, and eventually you just you're trying to figure it out, you don't have the ability to identify it, I assume. So you're just looking at it for a little while, and then eventually you just kind of straighten your clothes out or something like that, and then the mirror just kind of smiles back at you for a moment. Not in a creepy way. It does it in a way that makes you feel better about who you are. It makes you look as good as you possibly could look.
While Yid is doing that, I'm just playing with the dust that's there.
Can you make sense of this?
I'm very focused on my sippy cup. What's the problem?
There's a lot of dust here, right? That is the problem. That's what we're talking about. Look
Both of you
this
are wrong.
dust.
Can you focus on this mirror for me?
You're telling
Look at the
me.
mirror.
Look at this.
Roll Arcana.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, can I also look at the mirror? I have no arcana.
Oh, nice. I got 19.
Okay, great. This is a mirror of compliments. If you look at it, it will show you exactly how to do your hair in just the proper way to make you look the best for the day. And if you found the word to activate it, it would talk back to you and say great things about you that would make you feel good about yourself.
What
I
happens
go
when
up to the mirror
look
and
at
I
it?
say, "Hey, handsome."
You know what? We're gonna roll a luck check. Roll a d20 on a nat 20. That's the activation word.
Oh, man, I am. Please get an at 20.
That's 5.
Damn.
5. Okay. You say "Hey handsome" and it mouths back "Hey handsome," and then you
That's-
realize that's just
That's a haughty
reflection
thing to
works.
say about
I feel good
yourself.
about that.
Yeah, right?
All right.
So what happens when I look at it? Am I just like,
You look at it and you notice there's still a little bit of snot on your face from earlier,
Good.
and like
then
it's
part
just
of your
stone
face
breath? It's
crumbles
like,
off for a moment. You're like, oh,
yeah,
that'll
like,
grow back.
that's fine. I'm just like, oh, can't look stupid in front of Silder.
Is the mirror attached to the wall, or is it in one of those standing
It's very attached. As I said, this is
okay.
literally just somebody bolted this thing in. So anyway, the halfling looks up at you and goes, you'll have plenty of time to look at the mirror after we talk to the master.
Oh,
of
is
the
the
house.
halfling still with us?
Yes.
Oh shit! Oh
Yeah.
man! Hey,
He's just
hey,
been-
hey there, buddy! Didn't
Well,
even...
you're all
You know what?
much
What's-
taller than this person is,
Yeah,
so eventually you
it's
just
so
forgot he
rude
was
of
there.
me. What's your name? I don't think we ever asked you.
Al.
So
Al.
so I can call you Al.
My name is Al.
Oh
Why?
man, that's. I'm
You-
calling him Al.
My
That's
lord, you
great.
can call me
Oh,
whatever.
that's
I
great.
mean,
No, I'm calling you Al.
Wait, I can call you Al also?
you would call me Al? He says with
You can
admiration in his eyes.
me Al. Call me
Absolutely.
Yeah, we figured that one out, Tony.
I'm gonna keep going. I don't care.
Good.
Shoot.
So,
This is my shtick.
eventually Al finally gestures you toward the meeting area, the office, if you will. And there, you walk into the office and you see the only piece of furniture that has been added to this entire building since. It's a very nice, lush couch. And we'll say 2 pieces of furniture, complete with a little side table that holds all the makings to make a great pipe for tobacco, and just 3 different pipes on a stand. And clearly that's the only thing that this person has set up so far.
This can I make an assumption that this is Sildur's Sildur?
That is Sildar. Well,
Sildar.
you say
Sildar.
so you walk in.
That must be
probably
Sildar.
yeah. You walk in and then you're like, oh, this is really nice. And right behind you, You just hear him, Dune?
And
Dune box.
Sildar! Oh my god.
He goes in for
Oh.
like you do your secret handshake
Yeah, right.
from back when you were at a dorm
I, like,
together.
throw him up in the air,
Uh.
and then like I like swing catch him, and that's how we finish our little handshake.
You do that, and then you swing catch him, and then he does a backflip off of it, and then he kind of like hurts his back a
Ooh,
little bit.
yeah, we're getting old, right? We're getting old, Sildar.
Still got it.
You know, so this is your place now.
Oh yeah, getting there.
Father sent me here to come and get this place.
Oh, I wouldn't have done that for you. Place is a downright dump.
Well, I think he did that on purpose.
This is the nicest place you two have ever seen. in your
You
life.
know how they always treat a mountain better than me. They gave him a beautiful rock in the side of a gorgeous mountain.
I know I mean, what are you gonna do? High-level adventurers. From what I heard, he actually bought it out of pocket, but you know.
Some say he bought it out of pocket. Others say he bought it out of pocket. But that's besides the point. That doesn't matter. It's so good to see you.
It's great to see you, my friend. Oh, so I sent Al over here to find a group of adventurers. Do you have a group?
It's great to see you too.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Where am I?
He looks at you and says, "You too, stranger."
These are my friends.
I wouldn't get 'em.
This is Mur, and this is Yid. I don't do full names.
Did you call me Mur?
Mur? Yeah, Mur.
I'm going back to the bar.
No, you're not.
She called you Mur
I
earlier.
hook arms.
Oh, well, all right. I guess this is just my life now.
So, what,
Your friends are funny
I am
here.
way taller
Yes,
than you.
but yeah, no, we are the adventurers you seek.
Well, as long as you're not afraid of dying along the way, I hate to lose a friend.
I would desperately love to hear more about what we're expected to do.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
Sildar's doing it, it's all on the opposite.
Please have a seat. I'll explain
course, I
everything. He
believe it.
packs a
Yes.
pipe, or he packs a pipe very quickly and efficiently, just almost by rote.
He's always been good at this.
I deliberately,
It's his little trick.
I deliberately sit in the middle of the couch.
Well, that was my. Well, you got here first. I can't argue.
lucky
I
with you.
did it
stand.
today.
I don't want
There,
to
you
break
sit there.
anything.
Oh.
You stand there. He sits. You have to
Yes.
sit on the side.
Yeah,
of
I saw like the little like. It's like a
Literally the
little,
left side of the couch,
Yeah, right.
clearly unattended, and the whole time, he's Sildar's like, oh well, that's kind of
just hear the creaks.
awkward. Well, if you scoot over, okay. Well, I guess that's just all right. I need a group of people who are brave enough to actually go out into the wilds. It seems that one of my attendants, Grundon, has taken it upon himself to take some of my possessions, namely a suit of chainmail and a really nice sword that may have my house sigil on it that belongs to my family of generations going past. Took some of our
sacred sword of Blue Frost is just
sacred sword of Blue Frost.
no.
Yes. So he took some of our gear and then headed off
Damn
north
pictures.
with a group of men to take out the Kragmaw, which are a group of notorious goblin bandits.
Can I roll to see if I've ever heard of anything about the Kragmar just on my travels?
Yes, I feel like this would be a history check.
Oh boy, I'm just keep on trying this +2. Let's see if
I
get-
guess so.
Nobles in
Oh,
the
and
history.
it was a 7 last time, not a 1 and a 20. I
Oh,
got it.
good,
My
good.
dice-
That makes you
Got
are
a
so
6.
awesome at
Got a
this.
6. I'm real good. Kragmar, never heard of him.
Oh, you're
Until
so
right now.
wrong. You even pronounce it incorrectly.
Yeah.
But I will allow a nature check if you'd
Thank
like to
you.
do it.
I would love to do a nature check.
Oh yeah, where? That is going to be a total of 23.
23. Holy cow! All right, all
She doesn't
right.
know anything, right?
He's like, yeah, I've never heard of the Kragmar. Ooh, it grates on your ears
Yeah, like,
just hearing him say that. It's Kragmaw, number 1. Number 2, that is the name of a tribe of goblins that once came from the side of a mountain. Back in the day, the mountain was called the Kragmaw Mountain. The goblins named themselves after that. They named it the Kragmaw Mountain. Of course, the humans since have repurposed it and given it other names in the past. But when he says the Kragmaw, there's also... You did so well on your nature check. You've heard of a Kragmaw castle as well? Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense because that's a purely goblin name. But going north, the only old castle you can possibly possibly conceive of would have been the original Braemont Keep of House Braemont, who are an old family. In fact, they once lived in this very mansion. The Braymonts fell on hard times, as it were. Terrible things happened over time. And
By the way this house looks, am I right?
Eventually fell into destitute and couldn't even afford this lowly place.
Unfortunate.
So
It's not bad.
he mentions the Cragmaw and goes, my man Grundon traveled off north with some of my people and some of our gear and trying to avenge some of our house merchants that have disappeared along the way. We've lost a lot of money on the Venture Road there.
The old Braemont Keep?
The very one. Well, look at this historian.
Yes.
You tuck away your little history book.
Yeah, it's like a little rock
What
tear
would
rolls
you-
down my
It
eyes.
just crumbles off.
Crumble. What would you need to recoup? Yes, of course you lost a lot on the way there. What? Do you know what's on the way there?
On the way there, a few roads, some nature that I know of.
Something harrowing enough to keep your comrades from coming back.
Well, I would imagine potentially that it has to do with a group of goblins going by the Cragmaw. He said, maybe. Or maybe they all died to griffins. I don't know. But it would seem
Reasonable.
unlikely that there would be so many griffins. But I don't know. Maybe the wizard knows.
I'm
a wizard.
I hope. Well, you know what? If there are, we got this.
So many griffins that you've dealt with in your lifetime.
We've
One whole griffin.
We've
Truly-
heard this. We got this plenty of times.
Piece of cake. Let me tell you a
It means
story
we
about the
never
last
got
time
this.
we encountered a den of griffins.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Please regale.
I can't tell a story without drinks.
He pours some drinks, and then he goes, yes, please regale us of your griffin stories.
Well, you see, we were on this grand adventure looking for the old cane of.
Hours pass
He's
as
like cane of just.
hours pass, and eventually Sildar looks and goes, what a harrowing single story that you've told in this entire time.
So basically,
You've gotten better at that.
there's no way we don't got this.
You know, I'm inspired. I might go on an adventure myself one day.
I encourage it. It's good for you.
Be good for my back too, I feel.
Yes.
Devil, easy.
Well, anyway,
So-
the real only true leads I know of the Cragmaw is to the north. If you think that they might actually be at the Braemont Keep, that would be a good direction, but nobody's gone there in so long, I don't even know if it's on a map anymore. You might want to fish out some leads or whatever it is that you investigators or adventurers or whatever you call them nowadays do.
You mean you've been sending people up that way and you don't know how to get there?
Oh, Lord, me, a merchant? No. My house merchants, they knew the path. I don't need to. Oh, and he just looks at you, Dune, like, wow, that was offensive. Wow, you brought this.
This is one of the times I give him the look. I'm like, you know.
You know, nature folk, am I right?
No. This is a different. This is more like the. Come on.
Oh,
You should
yeah,
know what
yeah,
people
yeah,
are
you
doing.
should.
You should know what
And
people are
he
doing.
gets, kind of beat red in the face. He goes, well, I look forward to your harrowing return, and I should have also mentioned, it'd be really great if you actually brought Gundren back. Gundren is technically, he is my cousin.
Gundren?
Gundren, yes, technically he is my cousin, and it would be great if he came back. Otherwise, I will not hear the end of it from Mrs. Bluefrost.
Oh, Mrs. Bluefrost.
Oh, yes. Been married for 13 years.
Oh, right, yeah. No, of course.
Yeah, I mean-
13 years is a long time. So.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of time has passed. I'm sure you... And he gets, once again, a little embarrassed, and he goes, well, I look forward to your return.
I hope it got real red there.
It
got real
did.
red.
He feels bad, but that was more out of like not so embarrassment, like but guilt and feeling bad for you.
He should.
It's pity. He feels pity.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
I just get up and I'm like, I think we can go to our next.
I poured the
Please, when you
remains
come
of my
back,
cup
please
into my sippy cup.
come see me and visit often.
We'll
We'll be right across the block from each other. You walk out.
I'll walk out.
Dune, give yourself inspiration for great role playing and the pity that you feel in your heart. As you walk past the mirror, it winks at you. Kind of gives you a finger gun. You feel that much better about yourself.
I always look
I
my
want that.
because I am always in my
Can't we
natural
have this
state.
mirror?
You walk by the mirror and it's still Yid, still giving the finger gun. But as you walk past, it's pointing like farther toward Yid and
come on,
just
please.
ignoring
And
you.
I just give it the finger while I'm walking by. I'm just like,
It gives you 2 fingers.
Can't
Fine.
help
Fine.
feeling it.
it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so you have your adventure and your goal and your objective, which is to go find Gundren. Hopefully come back with Gundren, but also specifically come back with the
Sword.
The sword. The thing that he mentioned the most was the legendary sword of the blue frost.
Maybe like
House.
bonus points if we get the chainmail too.
Maybe bonus points if you get the chainmail too.
I think I got stupid.
Well, this is a different
Yeah,
screen.
that's all right.
okay.
It happens
This is
sometimes.
the laptop having poopy Wi-Fi.
sometimes, yeah.
Curliest hair doesn't care. Just double
Hey
check.
man, it never hurts to check.
Earlier.
Never hurts to check, man. Never hurts
Bingo,
to check.
bingo.
Bongo. I want to leave
Bongo.
the Congo.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
Bongo.
All right. So you have your objective. As you know, you seem to have an idea, a lead toward the old Braemont Keep or Cragmaw Castle.
Cragmaw.
That said, he's like, I don't even know if it's on a map anymore. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. That's beneath him, so he thinks.
He's
So it
always
As
is-
we walk out the door, I cast Goodberry.
All right. Just you feel bad and great about yourself at the same time because you've grown as a person,
I have.
while Sildar has not. Sildar's grown as a noble in terms of wealth since then.
He used to not be like that. Just wanna throw that out there.
But then randomly your druid just produces a bunch of good berries.
Oh, look at
Was it 10?
10 of them! I put them in my pockets.
Oh,
They squish into pockets, but they'll still be good for
They don't
later.
squish. I have a specific Goodberry pouch.
The good berry
The
pouch.
good berry
It has a
pouch.
little symbol of a good berry on the outside.
yeah,
It's
right.
Very and it's been embroidered on. It's
Goodberry pouch.
Really hope there's just like a
Goodberry pouch.
corner you can flip open and just
Do you have any more?
squeeze
of
it
these,
through.
It's it looks like a coin
No.
purse, so most people
those.
think that she's just
Yeah,
carrying a lot of
I like
money
them.
on her at all times,
Yeah,
but
with-
I
it's
need-
just a bunch of good berries.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Earlier today, when I walked in here, Chris was like, "What is this bag that Rachel's bringing in here?" And of course, it's filled with beer. No one's surprised. I have a magic beer bag.
Magic
bear.
beer bag next to the magic good berry bag.
That's right.
Also embroidered with beer.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so you have your objective. You're in town. We have to find out how you're gonna get there or where exactly it is you're going.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Yeah, let's go rub some elbows. We can probably find someone here. Why don't we go back to? We have a good connection with the innkeeper.
Mitness is a fairly large city, big enough to hold at least 2 noble houses. So, with that said, while it may not be built around a castle, there's a fair amount of wealth, and it seems to be a bit of a trade hub. So there's a lot of information rolling around.
Well, I say we go search a little bit.
I mean, would it make sense to even go to I assume, is there a library kind of thing in town?
Probably. Let's find out. I'm gonna roll randomly because it's D&D.
Because I figure if this keep that you remembered was a thing,
Vermont
it should
Keep?
be on old maps, right? In theory?
So there is a library. Unfortunately, it's owned by one person, and it's an old codger named Daramark. And Daramark does not like you because he thinks you're a braggart.
Well, I am, but that's not the point.
No, it's fine.
And you're allowed to go into the library. He doesn't stop you, but he makes you feel bad the entire way there. He follows you around the library, saying just debilitating things about you. He's probably the only person that's ever broken your ego.
What was
before.
his name? What's his name?
Daramark.
Daramark.
I don't go to the library again.
Why don't we?
changed my mind.
Why don't we talk to Daramark? I'm sure I can find a way to.
For the record, I rolled a d20. I rolled a 3, so I'm like, you know what? There is a library, but
But why don't we go talk to him? I'm sure he could help us.
I'm going to split away,
okay.
and I'm going to go meditate and think about, because, like, obviously I know this place, and I'm going to try and meditate and see if the memory comes to me.
Okay. So you split away. We'll get to you in 2 seconds. So
Great.
you want to go help him with the library because he doesn't seem to have the confidence to do it on his own.
Yeah, and then the
Do
library.
you want to go to the library? Or you're just gonna make him go by himself.
Go.
Okay. Okay. So the two of you, you go to the old library. It's not huge, but we're talking about a fairly medieval society with magic involved. So it's not huge, but it is a library, which is saying something in itself. You walk in and it looks like an old man receptionist at desk, and then you realize this is probably the only person that's working in the
this is
library.
Daramark?
This is Daramark.
I look over it.
He's big.
Is that Daramark?
It's Daramark.
Oh.
He's mean.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
He's big in what way? Explain Daramark to me.
Well, this guy, Rock Boy, is big, right?
Ah, okay.
So can I
Big and
just
bold.
kind of hide behind him because I'm tall, but like I'm skinny,
You literally want to hide behind him as he does. Okay.
and just like if he gets like Daramark to like turn around and be like, look at something else, just
What's
Go
the name
into
of
the
that
library.
keep? We're going.
Okay,
It's the
okay.
keep of whose keep is it? What's the name of the noble
it's,
house?
Braemont.
Braemont, right? It's not on the maps, right? Keep of Braemont.
Well, the old keep might be on the maps.
No, but it's not on the current ones, right? Old
Correct.
keep of Braemont. Great, good. So,
What are you doing?
Careful, there's a lot of
there's
cables.
a lot
I will be
of
so.
For a
cables.
second there, I thought you were getting your bag of beer, and I was like, why?
No, it's right
This
there.
right there.
Okay.
So I go up to
You go up to Daramark.
Daramark.
He,
Looking
says
behind me for a
yes.
second, I see like how close. Just focus on it. Okay, yeah. Hello. I give him my winningest smile. The sigil kind of pointing out real hard.
He doesn't seem to notice your smile. He's looking down at a ledger, and he's pointing to an empty space on the ledger. And goes, mm-hmm.
He's this kind of guy.
Don't talk to me right now.
I grab my I grab my hammer.
You grab a hammer. Okay.
No, mine, right?
You grab your warhammer.
Yeah, my warhammer.
Okay, you grab your warhammer.
What are you doing?
And I just go. I thunk it hard on the desk.
You know what? We're gonna have fun with this. Chris, roll me a d20. The higher, the more likely this person is actually has some magical abilities.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
2.
All right.
Not at
good.
all. Not at all. You slam it down on the desk, and he goes.
In purpose of intimidation. This isn't like I'm not trying to start a fight here.
You do that, and then he gets started for a moment. He looks up and he goes, "Oh, sorry, didn't hear you there."
Really? I could have sworn, I'm just like giving him the rock stare. I could have sworn that you just pointed at your ledger. Now, if I can tell you right now, if you're pointing at something, you're trying to ask me for a bribe of some kind. And no person should ever have to come to a bribe. So I'm gonna tell you right now, you little shit, you're gonna give me some information that I'm looking for. Because you made my friend, I like push him out like about in front of me.
Oh.
You made him feel bad.
No,
Okay,
no.
no one-
We're gonna have fun with this. I know you're trying to stealth away, so I want you to roll stealth with disadvantage.
Oh, great.
If you succeed, by the time that Dune tries to push you, you're already out of the way and gone.
I'm just like,
My friend, and then he's not there.
oh, that's not good. Those aren't good.
Oh, wait.
That's
What the fuck is this? Oh, that's a 9.
yeah, that's worse.
That could be worse. That's 14.
14 with your disadvantage. That's pretty good. Yeah. You know what? You go. My friend here, and push, and there's no one there. You don't know where your friend's
There's just
at.
a note scribbled like on the floor that's just F you.
You say that my friend here. You go to push it. There's no one there. And then he looks at it and he doesn't see anyone there. And now I want you to roll intimidation with disadvantage because now you look like
So now
you're
is that 5? Like, can I have a 4/5 for my intimidation?
You were going with the social intimidation, so you're gonna get a 4.
A 4.
I'm okay with people using strength to intimidate sometimes. Like you kind of use the hammer, but
But no, it's more the social. Yeah.
If you were more flexing and literally physically threatening somebody, it might be strength based. But
That makes sense.
Cool. Oh, not terrible. I got a 15
with the disadvantage.
with disadvantage. Yeah.
Hell yeah! All right. He looks at it. He doesn't really pay attention to the fact that you said my friend here and put like at this point that's almost probably helping you if anything.
Yeah, right.
You're like you don't know what I'm capable
Yeah,
of, man.
my friend kept my hammer right here. You don't fucking know.
But then he just kind of goes. That the library runs on donations. That was all I was trying to say.
That's fine. I'll put one in after you answer my question.
Oh, what can I help you with?
So, as I just like,
just come back to pleasant.
yeah, just okay. So, I've heard that there is the old keep of my handwriting's awful. Of Braemont, the old keep of Braemont, and they're not on any of the current maps. What I'm hoping for is to get a map that kind of points us in the direction of that old keep, and this wonderful establishment that I promise will definitely get a lovely, as I kind of look at him a little hard, donation.
Okay, while he's asking him, what do you snuck away beforehand? So
I want to do an investigate. I want to find the map.
You want to find the map ahead of time? Okay, that's great. Yeah, this is great. Roll investigation.
Little
Hell yeah.
shithead. Trying to help you out.
That's
Holy
a 21.
Shit.
Holy shit!
Holy shit.
At least if I'm remembering my stats. Yeah, that's 21.
You don't find it. No, it's
It doesn't exist. Crazy.
there is one map, but you eventually find it. It's tucked away in another bed of scrolls. You pull it out. It is a scroll itself, and you open it up, and it is a very well detailed map.
All right.
But you snuck away before, so I don't see why you can't sneak back through the door without being noticed. And you know what? Who needs to check shit out?
Yeah. You know, I'll bring it back.
All right, so you take the map and leave?
Not.
Yeah.
All right, so the whole time. So you're like, all right, we need to, like, you know, like, healthy donation. He goes, okay, yeah, I believe we might have one somewhere. Please follow me. So he goes and he looks through, he goes, oh no, wait, not here. And then he searches around for a while.
What's going on there?
And eventually he comes back and he goes, it seems to have been misplaced. I think there's been a thief. He pulls up his documents, very well documented. This man really does
Wow,
his
very
stuff.
much so.
Yeah, very well
Wow.
documented. And this was actually returned, you notice it was actually returned about 7 months ago. So it's been here, and he counts the date back when it happened. And
Oh,
everything
no
like
one
that.
checks this map out ever.
Well, not many people seem to need to unless they're a merchant, I suppose. But usually they already know the path by that point.
What was the name on the last ledger?
Goes, let's see. Lanathar, using the patron name of Blue Frost. Oh, Lanathar Blue Frost. Oh, I got it. That's Sildar's brother.
Interesting. I'm saying about Sildar's brother. Well, you don't have the map, huh?
It seems to be gone. I don't know where to
Thieves
go.
are just the worst, aren't they? Like, who doesn't rightfully use the library system to its best? Anything.
Oh, absolutely. A crime true of
crime.
of a hanging. Honestly, yes. Well, back in the old days, he says.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting on a park
He
bench.
says, looking at you as a
like,
noble with a gleam in his eyes, like, back in the old days, that's what we would do, isn't it right? Come on, I mean, like, you're a noble, you have power over the law.
Every person is
Deserves
important.
to
No,
follow the law.
Yes, but their lives are far more precious than a stolen map.
Well, I'm sure that if somebody knew what happened to the map, they would feel rightly guilty.
They
Do
really
something
should.
about it.
Only like those who are truly vile and evil would steal from the library.
That's why I'm talking about
Now,
the hanging.
here's
I'm singing a hum to myself right now.
Here's
having
what's
a great time
here's what's
outside.
important. I know there is a gentleman who you may give a hard time to. His name is Myrrh.
Myrrh!
Hey,
Eyes bloodshot red. Suddenly this man changes. He's just a different person. You're friends with Myrrh? Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
do I have to remind you who I am?
Ooh.
I had a successful intimidation check.
You do. But the DC has raised ever since you mentioned his name.
Am I out loud?
Let it ride. Boo. If you're going to use Let It Ride against me from Burning Well, I'm going to use it back at you. That's right. He pulls out a cane and he starts hitting you in the shins with it. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Well, I guess you don't want my donation then.
I don't need your stinking
Good,
donation.
I have plenty of GP.
I'll just rely on House Blue Frost, he says.
I'll give him a bad word. I'm friends with that guy, kind of. He hurt me, though.
He
heard me something
slams the door
fierce.
behind you.
I've been listening to the door at that point. I was like, where the fuck is he?
You see me probably just like not too far around the corner, just like sitting on a bench.
What did you do to that man?
singing to myself.
What did you do? What did you... Wait, what do you have there?
I think we got to go right here. I think I found it.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Okay.
Do you see what I'm working with
What did
here?
you do to him, though?
I don't know.
Well,
he
you
just doesn't
stole
like
from
me.
the library.
Flash
I
over to
think-
Yidma. All right.
Straight up, just like,
You decided to meditate. What is it that you're looking for here?
I'm trying to remember the way to this place, and if I can try and pinpoint it and try and figure it out from where I am now, because it is familiar to me. I have an idea of where it is, but I don't know how necessarily where my distance is to it.
Well, unless you have a spell in mind or something like that, we can make this a nature check.
Nature check.
Oh, you know what? You're meditating right now.
We had some really good disadvantage rolls there, though. Like,
Oh yeah, man,
those
it
are some
worked out real
solid
well.
disadvantage rolls. My other one would be like a 21. So
Enhance
mad.
ability?
Do you have it prepped?
Yes.
Oh, well then.
Yes,
Yeah,
question mark?
yeah, I mean,
No,
let's see.
yes, it's like, was that a good thing that I did? No, these are the spells that I had prepped.
Okay,
yes.
cool. So you give yourself enhanceability for
Yeah.
what? Intelligence? That's the this
Fox's
is nature.
cunning or owl's wisdom?
Yeah.
I think cunning is intelligence.
You're
I can
trying to
triple check.
remember a way, but at this you're trying to. This is more of an intelligence nature check, which nature is actually rooted in intelligence, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
Tired.
correct. I'm just trying to remember which of the 6 goes to which one. Because they're
Okay.
enhance ability, touch a creature, myself, bestow upon it a magical enhancement. Choose one of the following effects. The target gains that effect until the spell's ends. Bear's endurance, not that. Strength, nope. Cat's grace, that's probably dex. Eagle's splendor, that could be that. Owl's wisdom is obviously wisdom, and then I think Fox's cunning is probably charisma. Eagle's splendor is probably intelligence, based
Okay.
on
That
everything.
Sounds
What does it do?
kind of right.
+2 to intelligence.
Okay, you increase your stat by 2. Okay.
That's cool.
It usually
Do you
has
want me to
some
double
other
check?
effect, if I'm not mistaken,
Let me
doesn't
triple
it?
check.
Triple check in the magic book. Magic book. The magic book called the Player's Handbook.
Y'all are ridiculous.
I mean, but really though, who wouldn't like my stories? You know?
No, you have
it just gives me
wonderful
advantage.
story.
Gives you advantage?
And you know what? It's Fox's cunning. Eagle's splendor is charisma,
Long
and Fox's
stories.
cunning is intelligence.
Okay, cool. So you get
Wonderful.
advantage
So-
on the check.
I do.
Excellent.
That
So go ahead and roll
right
nature,
out of your butt.
and intelligence nature and give yourself advantage.
Or is it religion? Because I'm like doing it towards Eldoth. My God.
That's what
It
I was
doesn't matter.
looking for. You didn't actually tell
Oh.
me that you were doing it toward Eldoth. You were saying you're trying to remember the path there. So I was like,
Right,
that
but I'm
sounds
looking
like
to
nature.
Eldoth to guide me.
I wish I was looking
Sorry,
to
my
Eldoth
bad.
to guide
Is that
me.
okay?
Yes, that's
Okay, great.
fine. Only because you're meditating. If you were like, I go sit on a park bench, I would have been like, no, this
No,
is
I
Couldn't just give me the same part
because you didn't mention your god Eldoth before.
I made the point that I was meditating.
I got a map.
You're a map.
You cast me
Don't
so
make me do
vile.
You stole from the library.
That's violent.
That's a hanging offense.
That's a.
That's gonna be a total of a 12.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Not good.
You don't remember the exact path there, but what you do know is a little bit. The roads leading out of town are relatively fine. Where
Yeah,
it
they
will
are.
start to help you is when those roads start to break down and you have to start following the wilderness. You kind of know of a path or two that's gonna maybe help you avoid some danger.
Love danger.
Remind me of that later, because I might forget.
Forgetful DM.
Listen,
We're all
we're
forgetful.
all hella forgetful.
I already forgot the name of the fucking keep like 4 times I've written down.
That's
So.
right.
Okay, so you look at the map.
Yeah.
You see where the old Braemont Castle was, and then next to the Braemont Castle, you also see in it like kind of in a darkened red a little bit. It looked like somebody took like basically some like water marker paint, like just kind of like smeared it over a little bit and wrote in like just dark words like the red bandana's territory.
I'm also saying
bandanas.
red bandanas. What are they? Do you know them? You're from this area, aren't you?
Do I know?
Are you going to Cragmore right now?
No,
No.
no.
We're literally sitting on a park bench. He's looking at a map.
I was just worried.
No. Yeah, we're leaving you.
Thanks, Felix. Yes.
Fucking leaving you.
I was like, oh
Fuck that
I
person.
gotta figure
Laughing
it out.
at Felix.
Oh. Would that be a history roll?
Let's go a history check, but
So many history checks.
yeah,
And
it
a
is
card.
kind of interesting.
We
but
are
weirdly
asking
enough,
historical questions though.
That's fair.
We should have a whole like D&D game based off of history.
we're gonna go history
We're
check,
known
but
for it.
because it's based off the local area, you may have actually heard more stories. We're gonna make this charisma based. The two of you working together. I'm gonna give one of you the roll, but you get helped by the other. So whoever does the roll gets advantage.
You.
You want me to roll?
I have -1.
Oh yeah, okay, I got a lot more charisma. Yeah.
Oh, you're
Not a
the
lot
off
more.
face.
I'm the
Well, you know what?
office.
I think I've heard
mean,
a
you're the
story
face.
about
Higher than me.
the red.
For those
Bandanas?
wondering,
Yeah, how's helping work, Nathan?
yeah, for those wondering, if you generally how it works is if you have
I
the same
punched my
skill and
mic.
you're helping with the skill, you give advantage to that person. So
Okay,
if one person had perception or like, hey, I look around looking for traps, and the other person's like, I have perception, I'm also looking around for traps. You have one person roll with advantage rather than having everybody roll and it's just
roll
kind
and then
of
just
silly.
taking the. Now,
Yeah.
this is a history roll, correct?
This is a history, but it's
Oh,
rooted in
charisma.
charisma.
I think it's literally the same bonus for me.
It's no, because your intelligence is what?
My intelligence is a. Oh, it's a.
This is the
nothing.
benefit to the DM making the players or the characters.
So yeah, well, so I got a charisma +2, but my history's already a +2 check for my int.
Okay, so for how it works is
Yeah.
you take your proficiency bonus,
Oh,
which is a
and I
level
added-
3 characters plus
2.
1, or plus
for
2.
fighter, it's
Two,
plus
sorry.
1.
No, it's plus 2.
So I'm new to this, guys. So.
And then normally you add your int mod to history, but in this case I made an exception because I like changing stats up because I come from World of Darkness background.
Now
So
I get a +2
true.
and a +2 for
So you have
doing
a
this.
+4 to this
that's
roll.
fucking fantastic. All right, let's watch me get 2 1s on here, guys. Let's do it.
Yeah, baby.
I promise. I believe.
Oh, actually, this is really fucking good. So this is
You finally did
20.
well?
Not nat 20.
All it took you was having advantage and a
I
different
already got a
mod to have a
nat.
good
20.
history
I
check.
already got a nat 20 once today.
Not on a
it-
history.
I
I don't remember. Nobody
I don't
looked
remember
back at
what it was.
or
Please
nobody
make
looked back
sure
at
someone
it.
look back at it because I want to be
No,
correct.
no. Anyway, you got a 20?
I got a 20, not nat.
Okay, so the Red Bandanas are they were a bandit group that they were actually they started off as a mercenary group that kind of fell on hard times and just resorted to banditry. They are mostly just humanoids, like humans with a few other types of humanoids involved. As far as you can tell from your 20, they have nothing to do with the Kragmaw, the goblins at all. But they are fairly near that territory. So there's a... If they're near that territory and the goblins are near that territory, they're bumping heads or there's probably some relationship of some sort, whether it's a bad or a good thing.
So you start seeing like a little mud tear form by my eye. These poor men, they just these poor people just had to just resort to this. They didn't need.
I'm gonna go buy a red bandana.
I don't know, help. Dude.
All right, so now we're in the final phase of town. What would we like to purchase for our adventure?
I mean,
We don't have to go crazy on it, but if you'll notice on your character sheets, most of you just have like the starting gear of what a character would have.
And then-
Plus, I threw a couple of like weird, maybe magical items your way for being level 3, and then after that, just buy your own torches and shit. Or
I
whatever you
did
need.
give 2 gold to the bar. I had taken off 2 gold. That's what I gave to our barkeep friend.
He didn't want your money. He gave it. Back. I'm kidding. Yeah, I know. We
Yeah.
already
No,
went
so make sure it's
You-
2,
I
though.
saw
It's
you
2.
write it down.
It's 2.
Did I start with more gold than I was actually given from my background?
I just gave you all a standard of 200.
Yeah, we all got 200. We all got
Good.
200.
I mean,
20.
that's Mun's.
This is really new to me, so I'm not sure what to buy.
You wish you're a World of Darkness player, Felix.
I mean, probably
Well,
torches.
Yeah, torches are always good. Does anyone have like a bag to like hold things in?
And I have
like
a,
a bag of holding?
Like a bag of holding, you know, just like a bag of holding.
Nobody had. I don't have that.
I'm sure you all have backpacks. Well, at least
Yeah.
you do because you have the adventure or explorers pack or whatever. It
I
is.
also have the Explorer's pack.
Gotcha. So anybody who has that just has a backpack that by default.
No. I have some javelins on me.
Is there a potion shop nearby?
There is a potion shop nearby.
I would love to go chat with them.
Rachel, you just hold on to a book to just write on.
Yeah.
To just write on.
You guys took the writing platform. They didn't have any
That's
other choices. You're more than welcome.
I don't,
Why
what-
are you like this? Just
why
take
are you like this? I have a book
Hey, this
too.
is my book. No, I want to look at stuff. Chris, what page on?
148 is
140.
well, 140, 150 is like
do
adventuring
you know how
gear.
to read?
Yeah.
Not yet. One day.
We're all pulling for your age.
I'll never know how to read.
I don't know what else I would buy other than the Red Bandit.
Rope's probably a good idea.
I think that comes in the adventuring gear, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, rope and shit. That's what it says on my character sheet.
Oh yeah.
It literally says
Tony's
rope and
equipment's
shit.
funny.
My equipment's great. All right, ready, guys?
Hey, better than a ropey shit.
Mithril splint. Good point. I have calligrapher's supplies.
You're actually proficient in it.
I didn't know it because it just said I had artisan tools, so now I know what I'm proficient in.
I mean, read your character sheet maybe.
Yeah, should. Stagnant ring, Dungeoneer's pack, rope and
Is that
shit,
crash
rations and
damage or
shit,
am I-
torches and shit.
Mistaken?
Rope and
said-
shit, rations and shit.
Does everyone
torches
say
and
it?
shit.
No, oh, you only wrote mine
you're
out.
the only
You
one I
wrote mine
actually
out.
wrote out.
Yeah, I love it.
Because
roll?
like you had the explorer's
S
pack, I was just like fuck it.
So
you
what
just
can I do with the cartographer's
Yeah.
like tool?
Calligraphers,
The
not
calligraphers.
cartographers.
I think he's trying to get a
You are
like
a
D20
very, very good
function
writer.
to work.
And fancy
okay.
writer.
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna write
I don't
a
know.
real
So I was just like, hey.
nice note for my friend
I
here
guess I don't have any rope.
for Sildar.
For Sildar?
Broke my heart. That's
Oh,
fine.
so fusions like currents are.
Okay, so we have the rope.
I can't. I don't know how.
Okay.
I'm ready to go. I'm just being a
forget.
pester.
Yidma,
This is a short rest?
No, we're
buying
shopping.
stuff.
We're buying.
we're
We're
just
buying.
buying
buying.
stuff right now.
We're
We're just
shopping.
buying.
We're gonna do that, and we're gonna prepare to leave the town,
Yes.
and then we can take a short rest.
No, it's
And
not fine.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so when you reached out to Eldoth, you got a fairly decent vision of the path along that's beyond the road. Eldoth is not a god of roads or travel or commerce or anything like that, but when it came to life and nature, all of a sudden you had a very good idea. And then a thought occurred to you that the irony of you going and trying to find this keep. They explained to you, you know, it's the Braymonts, you knew this before. One of the gods that the Braymonts worshipped was Eldoth. And suddenly, that path that you were looking for becomes a lot more clear. And then it kind of flashes back to the twinkle in the sky when the young man escorted you to Sildar. This was the path you were meant to take in order to find Eldoth's path. At the same time, the irony occurs to you that you're trying to find Eldoth to try to find out why your neutral god is gifting people with things. At the same time, you're the one being gifted insight.
Hey, what's a C? How much is a CP compared to a GP?
What's a copper
Copper,
piece?
so every 10 copper makes a silver, every 10 silver makes a gold.
So if I have a copper piece, how should I mark that?
100.
You have a copper piece section on your... Look at that.
So you could say deduct 1 gold, and then then say 9 silver, and then say 9
9 copper.
copper.
Yep.
Copper, I like that, thank you.
But, that said, Yidma, you go to the potion shop. Is anybody else going to the potion shop?
No, but I have a
Go
question
into the
after you're
potion
done.
shop.
We should probably buy healing potions.
Oh yeah, we should probably buy healing potions. Yes,
We
that's a
should buy
great idea.
healing
Go on,
So
potion
Yidma
shop.
leads away and goes to the potion shop, and the rest of you are like, oh yeah, I want potions too.
Yeah, we need to go.
All right, you walk into the shop. It's called Dan's Curiosities. Dan is a retired orc potion maker, as in like they're a retired orc bandit, but they decided to go into the life of potion because they wanted to save more lives than they were taking back in the day. Everybody loves Dan. Dan's a great person. Dan makes a great
the
healing
man.
potion. Dan also makes fantastic root beer floats.
I'm getting a root beer float,
those are the
100%.
two major choices.
Like
you
I
have
get
that you
16
put-
of them. How much is one?
One root beer float is going to cost you, we'll say, 5 copper.
All right, guys. Like we have a lot of gold here. I think we just blow it all on root beer floats.
You
I
can
will
do
have
that.
one,
You
please.
can do that.
Root beer
If you do
floats on the
that, we
noble.
can just retire here because you'll be so out of shape after all the root beer floats.
Oh my god!
And all of a
terrible
sudden,
idea.
Sildar's shape makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
to
right.
you.
Like, oh, but this is why he got fat. This is what happens. Root beer floats. Why?
Because they're so tiny.
They are so tasty.
Heist.
Dan looks at you, tusk growing out of the bottom of his mouth. Looks at you, scar across the right eye. The right eye's a little milky, and he has a moppy hairstyle that goes off to the left with a shaved right side of his head. Looks at you and goes, "Hey, how's it going?
He's perfect.
Hi there.
What do you want?"
Oh boy. Potions.
Root beer. I mean potions, right? Potions.
And root beer floats.
And root beer
not-
I'm ready to Rochambeau.
Root beer.
You want to rob me?
Well, I'm leaving.
This is
Goodbye.
Anybody else? Dokapon?
This is
No,
Dokapon Kingdom
just
Labyrinth.
us?
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
And if you know what Dokapon Kingdom is, then you are part of the
He has
fever
the
dream.
tattooed
And
of
welcome.
two swords crossing, both on his chest and his arms.
I'm leaving really fast, running.
Great. I would
running
love to hear
away.
more about the potions that he has. Thanks.
He gestures to a series of potions. Most of them all look the exact same. Like the exact same bottle, the exact same color, the exact same little ribbon, like nice little blue ribbon tied around them. They're all red, but there's a blue ribbon tied around. That's his little touch. Has this little insignia on him.
Man,
And
what a cutie
almost
pie.
all of them look the same, but there's a few other ones as well. And it goes, these are the potions of Dan, as I like to call them. I suddenly changed accent there.
Absolutely.
He goes,
Name
"Hey,
good man.
These are the potions of Dan, and these are other potions. They cost a premium, and these are my root beer floats." And he sets down a sample of a float in front of you.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm drinking it. I'm just going in.
He drinks it. He also drinks your sample.
I drink all the samples.
Yidma gets hers. You don't though.
I drink out of my sippy cup.
You're a thief.
It's you sip,
That's
and
less
it
of
just
this
it
one?
makes this noise. It should be cups empty.
No.
Oh, you seem to be a little empty there.
I could use
How
it.
about a potion?
I mean,
I want a root beer float now.
What
So-
can you tell me about your potion?
So, he goes, pretty standard, 50 gold pieces apiece.
I'm sorry. For what? Now, excuse me?
50 gold pieces for a potion.
Yeah, I just like it
for which? For the Dan potion? Mm-hmm. What's the Dan potion do?
Yeah, what's that potion do there, Dan?
Dan potion. It's like a healing potion, but a little more economical.
What is
he
that?
says? Basically, he's
Dave?
saying it's a slightly less healer potion, but if you would like, you can double the batch and make it as good as a regular healing potion.
that's
I'm charging you 100 gold pieces for a healing potion, is what I'm telling you.
And you're a piece of shit. That character at
Who
all.
has charisma?
Oh, I got charisma. I'm gonna try and
You're gonna try to bargain them.
I'm gonna bargain him.
Okay, roll persuasion.
I'm gonna flirt with him. That's
You're
what
gonna
I'm
flirt
doing.
with him?
Yeah,
Okay.
Dan's a good, what does Dan look like?
I mean, you and Dan, you got similar sized arms there.
Dude, you know what? It's not even about it. What kind of personality?
I feel like I already gave
Yes,
you as
this-
much out of the
I-
shopkeep that anybody would give you.
Then I'm rock hard.
I feel like you always are.
Always.
I mean, he's an Earth
Earth
Genasi.
Genasi.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
good.
there
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
it.
There it is. Nathan gets inspiration.
Always rock hard, baby.
Okay.
I said it at the same time as you.
Nathan said it
I get
first.
inspiration. Fuck you, Tony.
Nobody gets inspiration
So what am I
but
doing?
me.
So am I just
Ever.
am I
That's how
just
this game works.
I'm just persuading,
That is too
right?
dramatic.
You're just rolling persuasion. Yep.
Good.
I'm upset. I got your she ones.
I have a 17.
Okay.
Yes.
He'll, with a 17, you beat him by a little bit. We'll say 90 gold pieces per potion.
Oh, per potion.
Yep.
I did it, guys. I'm a bargain master.
Welcome to D&D. It's hard to get a good bargain. In
Start
D&D. It's
again.
really
Mud tears
stupid.
start just streaming.
Because, like, are you crying at how great you are? Like,
I am. Yeah,
10 would be so proud.
I'm so good. No, he wouldn't. I'm not the mountain. So yeah, 90 guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'll buy a good one and a Dan one.
Good one and a damn one.
Wait, so are the Dan ones reduced at all? Are they down to 45 because of my check, or is it just the big ones?
We'll say that everything was
Just like reduced by the 5
So
and then 10
50,
for the
so it'd be
double.
45 for a Dan potion
Okay.
and 90 for a full-on potion.
You're welcome. I've decided I have hair. I know I said I didn't have before, but I got the Maui hair going, but it's all like just mud. I got mud hair and mud tears. I'm a mud.
hair. I'm a mud guy.
I'm a mud hair.
We get it. You're a rock man.
I
God.
rock.
Okay, so
Okay,
it was
so you
90
rock.
for a healing, or no,
That's fine.
yeah, 90 for a healing, and then how much for the Dan?
45.
45.
Okay.
I will pick up und good potion.
I
Why
have.
are you suddenly speaking like that? You're fired.
Okay, goodbye guys. It was fun. No, listen. Again, mud tears just streaming down my face.
Why are you crying all the time?
Hello?
Okay, so for the record, for a regular potion, that's going to be 2d4 plus 2. And for the lesser, super lesser one, it's
You
going to be
said 2d4
1d4
plus
plus
2?
1.
That's kind of what I figured.
Great, thank
Cool.
you. So what's up with these root beer floats? So like, is there anything special about
It's-
like the
it's a
little
root beer
taste to it?
float.
So just just here's.
It's a
It's
root beer
good.
float.
It's just
Would you,
good.
would you like one?
How does he taste? But when I took that sample,
Yeah.
what did I like? What happened?
Okay,
What's the
imagine this
flavor
day and age.
profile?
Imagine this day.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
okay.
baby.
Well, you get a little. You get
There's some rock
Oh
in
my
there,
god.
isn't there? I can't
there's
help it.
there's not actually rock in it.
No,
No,
I
it's
have a rock
a
tongue.
series of roots and stuff like that. You're like, oh, okay, that's really interesting. I'm having a hard time thinking of the actual ingredients in root beer now. It's,
So it's
you would think the bartender would remember
sarsaparilla?
that. Sarsaparilla is one of them, and then there's another one that's actually like it's those two combined that make
We
the flavor
have
root
the
beer. But yes, you
internet.
get a strong. I could, but
But
we're
like,
playing.
But like we're playing D&D, so you make
yeah.
it up, Nathan. You tell
It's
me.
sarsaparilla with a little bit of yeah, with
Poison.
rock. It's with it's filtered through a rock system that he says that, and you're like, that sounds great. Everybody else is like, what?
What?
That makes no sense.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Makes sense to a rock person.
I mean, if
Excuse
you like
me?
it,
What?
you
Nothing?
enjoy it whatever you want. All of that's totally fine.
It is great. It is fine,
I would like
kid.
to
Mother.
take a step outside.
And meditate to my god.
Who's
No.
actually buying potions or not?
Oh, I bought a
I am
potion.
not.
You're not buying anything?
And I bought a
No.
potion.
Okay.
A big old potion.
So I'm gonna wait until we all decide to leave.
Okay.
But you wanted to come here. You didn't get a potion? Oh no. Oh no.
What are you doing?
Great.
I'm gonna take a step when we're all ready to leave. I'm gonna just like disguise myself and make myself seem like I'm shorter, like a different person,
Oh, okay.
and then I'm gonna try and negotiate a different deal for myself.
Okay.
For yourself.
You don't buy root beer float because it gave you no mechanical value, so you leave, I guess.
Yep.
Player.
I'll buy a root beer float.
No,
I
you
just-
no,
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 I
you
want
didn't
it.
want to. You don't get
I
one.
want.
now.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm
Yeah,
not trying
okay,
to-
fine.
I'm gonna take
Buy
one.
it.
I'm
People
taking
want
5 off.
root beer
5 gold,
floats,
right?
they
No,
can
5
have
copper.
them.
5 copper.
5 copper.
5
Also,
copper.
you buy a bandana, it costs you 1 copper.
I guess I'll buy.
No, you know what? There's
more.
ink. There's a die involved. It's 2 copper.
Before
I'll
Rachel.
buy one for each of us.
Before,
Okay.
thank you. Before Rachel does her thing,
That's
Yeah.
18 copper.
I'm
Math
waiting
is
until
weird
we
in
all
this
agree
world.
to leave.
yeah, I have a question
Yeah.
for you with the not nat 20 I got on my history check on the red bandana dudes. But I'll wait till after. You know, if I'll just wait till after.
Okay,
I've
let's
done the
finish
potion
the scene. We'll
thing,
come
'cause I
back to
have
the
a
question. Okay, so you disguise yourself, and then you walk back in, and then you attempt to negotiate a different price. He goes, "Hey,
Hello.
how's it going?
Hi, tell me about the potions you have.
You want to rob me?" No, I'm kidding. Okay. It's just on a broken record. Okay.
Do kind of want to rob
He
you.
goes through the whole spiel about the Dan potions and the full potions, and that these are premium price, and then et cetera, et cetera. You wish to negotiate a deal with him?
I do. In a town like this, with those prices?
Look at those low rates. Okay, roll charisma. Persuasion.
Charisma. It's the chariest. Born that way, baby.
Oh yeah, wait. It's gonna be 10.
Oof.
10.
Great.
He responds back something like, "You want to rob me?"
It's
And then you get the
105
idea that
we go.
this isn't gonna work. Do you want to buy a potion though? It's for now. Now it's 100 for a full
What
price.
if I want to rob him?
Do you want to rob him?
We're
really.
gone. We're gone. We're gone. If she tries to rob
Only
him,
if it's Rochambeau, and then when I win, I get to take the potion.
I'm out if she
If
tries to
not,
rob him.
then no, I have no interest.
But if you fail, then there's going to be a price on your head that's worth more than the actual award you're going to get for saving Gundren and getting the sword
No,
back.
that's okay.
Okay. Do you want to buy a potion at full price now because you
No.
failed that
I
charisma
never
check?
wanted to. No,
So you don't get a potion at all.
that's fine.
All right, cool. You leave. Still with 200 gold in your pocket. All right, you get out. Anybody else want to buy anything else?
I'll buy some torches.
Probably a good idea.
Oh, yeah, I'll buy a couple torches.
None of
next
us
year.
have dark vision.
You
Well,
have
I
torches
do.
already,
I'm
Tony.
buying them for you,
It's on your
sad
character
sack.
sheet.
Oh,
It says
torches
torches and shit.
How many
Yeah.
torches is that? Like in
I think
total?
it's
10?
actually.
But I'm
I
not
think
really-
it's either 5 or 10.
Wait,
Yeah, because torches.
Huh?
Let me see.
hold on.
Torch
Well,
cost?
I didn't prep it.
Explorer.
Explorers.
10 torches.
Yeah.
No,
Torches
I have
first.
a spell that.
I'm
grants
an
dark vision.
explorer, right? Not a dungeoneer. I'm
What's
guessing,
that?
I'm guessing you gave me
That's what I
explorer. and not
I'm pretty
dungeoneer.
sure I
I
gave.
have it.
Actually, I think I gave you the dungeoneer, and I think I gave her.
Dungeoneer is also 10. Oh no, you
Yeah.
didn't. I don't have Pitten.
Pythons.
I didn't write down everything for your thing.
Oh, then you gave me Dungeoneer. I have 10 Pythons and a tinderbox and 10 days of rare.
Yeah, basically, that's why I wrote like rope and shit. Shit was like the pythons and everything that allows you to climb.
Yeah,
torches and shit is
basically the
everything
Dungeoneer
involving your
Explorer
light
is
source.
super similar. Like, there's a couple of differences.
They're
but
very
they're,
very
like,
similar. It's
ridiculously similar.
almost silly why
that
they,
they
would even
have
bother
like it's like
making
you get
two
a
different
mess
ones.
kit with the Explorer and it's like, oh cool, I guess. Roll 500.
All right. Other types. You said you got. Do we have the price on? Oh, Chris, I think you also have a bullseye's lamp, don't you?
I do.
You do. You
I
do. You also have a
do.
10 for 2 people, which I thought was interesting.
I have a crowbar and a
I
hammer.
base
besides my
your
normal hammer.
equipment off of a different class and just gave you a different one different skill and gave you different ribbon abilities.
Oh.
So that's why I was like, yeah, I remember that.
So with my not at 20, now that we're leaving this place altogether, when it comes to these the red bandana dudes, right? Is there like any names I can pull out because if I want to like I don't know, let's say write a letter that like recommends us, you know. Because I bought an ink and a pen on my shopping
Unfortunately
excursion.
not. You're
No.
gonna have to do something else to try to receive that information.
We're at the last phase. We're at the last phase of the town, right? So can I still get information? Is it possible? If not, that's okay. I didn't do it, so I'm not gonna be like.
Probably. I will allow you to look around. There's no reason I should say no to that.
Okay, I would like to ask about these this red bandana like clan.
All right.
Or if I do a perception investigation.
That's not really how investigation works. So this is.
Oh yeah, it's like more like searching.
It's
for, like-
actually. I guess it's going to be a persuasion.
Okay. Okay, no problem. I can definitely do that. I want to go. So I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my signet ring like in my pocket, and I want to go to like one of the like more like low down bars where like I know there would be like not bandits exactly, but people who just want to like who are just like the everyman. This is literally like the people who can't afford to like go to the nicer bar. I imagine the bar that we were in was like the normal people, like they're like, hey, you make a.
Okay. Are you going by yourself?
I mean, if anyone wants to come, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go try and find out more about these red bandana dudes before we go.
I haven't heard about these red
Sure.
bandanas.
Oh,
Yeah,
so,
I'd
yeah.
love to go. That sounds great.
I show you the map. These guys.
Yeah, these guys are
Hey.
right next to the goblins. So
Yeah.
Oh.
Totally new news to you.
yeah, we didn't tell you. Sorry. Yeah, that was what we informed
You go to the Everyman. That's the name of the
Oh, I
bar.
fucking love it. That's
All right,
great.
you go to the Everyman, and just a rough and tumble group of people, hard on life. Like they've had a hard time, but you know what? There are good times here. It offers some respite from their everyday lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you walk in, and what do you do? How are you procuring this
So
information?
here's what I want to do. I want to see if I can see somebody who has maybe what looks to be like a red bandana, and I want to get into it's gonna sound weird, but I want to persuade them by like I feel like the way I'm gonna get to these people is by doing a physical confrontation. I'm gonna fight. I just mean like a grapple kind of thing. I feel like it's kind of the bar where toughness is what's praised and not your ability to be like, so what do you know?
All right.
But Like,
we are going to do a luck check to see if there's somebody in here with that red
Great.
bandana, just because of the circumstance. I'm going to have Rachel roll.
awesome.
Woo,
Rachel,
what am I
roll a
rolling?
d20.
If not, I want to find.
Higher the better. For what Tony's looking for.
I follow Tony's lead and I roll up my
Glad I rolled
sleeves.
an 11.
11 is not going to be good enough. So
Okay.
you look around, you find some rough and tumble people, but you are not going to see anybody with a red bandana. That's a bandit group that's pretty far off.
Yeah.
Nobody would openly wear that in town unless they were trying to start some real freaking trouble. Specifically with, like, your house, which, because you are the closest local authority in terms of
But I've removed
power
like,
and
anything that makes
privilege.
me look like.
Oh, yeah. I know
don't
that.
want-
I'm just saying, like, because of the Vox family being here, where there are nobles, there is a tighter grip on security.
On security, yeah, that's fair.
And so people aren't going to openly express that they're part of this group. And so you don't see anybody with
Okay.
it. You can try something else if
Yeah,
you'd like.
I just kind of want to, like, then we're going to find somebody who just looks like they've, been around the block for a while, someone older, because I have a feeling that maybe it's been a while, and I just kind of want to just level with them with a beer or something and just talk with them.
Okay. Anybody else want to help with this or do anything else?
I will cast guidance.
Ah, okay.
Bink.
How does that work?
You. Once one spell ends, up to a minute, you can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of your choice.
So I have to roll the d4, or you roll the d4?
You roll the d4 with your d20.
So I do it right. Wait. Oh, I just roll it with it and I add it to that? Okay,
and you
great.
add it. You can roll it before or after making the ability check. The spell then ends. So you can roll your check and then be like,
What
oh,
is Steam Labs
this
doing?
gets-
What is it?
I think
rolling?
Felix is doing that. I think
Felix-
he made a mod.
Felix made a randomized roll this die.
All right. Next time I need a luck check, Felix, I'm going to ask you to roll for me.
Ooh, I like that. Yes,
I-
I like that.
I think
wanna
it's
be in
great.
control.
There's no
You
control
rolled
of
a
the dice.
d20 and rolled an 11. That is the opposite of control.
We're out of control. Knockdowns all the
I
might.
guess, technically speaking, you rolled average. That is a form of control, scientifically speaking.
So, right, so I have this lovely guidance that I'll probably use on a persuasion check just because I want to get some answers.
Okay, so you're gonna do the. So you walk up to somebody. You just like go, hey.
I
What do you
have
know?
a beer, so like I don't know how much a beer is here, but I'll mark that off. I've
You
just-
pay 2 copper for a
Great,
beer.
grab a beer.
It's
and-
somehow cheaper than a root beer float. I
Yeah,
guess.
right. However that works.
Ale's cheaper than water. What are you? What
The
are you gonna
beer's
say?
cheaper here? I'm gonna drink.
I'm gonna get fucked up.
You do it.
So,
It's awful. This beer is terrible.
I'm gonna be like, you look. I'm gonna sit down. And be like, you look like you used one. I'm just gonna kind of.
You scoot your beer on over to him.
Yep.
Okay. How do you go about asking? How do you want to do this?
Okay. So I
RP this.
So I look around a little bit. This guy, I'm guessing, looks a little older. I was looking for somebody who's been
We're
around a
looking
little
for
bit.
an older
like
person.
an
He
older,
probably
tough
at
guy.
once was a forester.
Okay.
He's probably hunted a few things back in his day. Probably may have been in a skirmish here or there. We're not talking an adventure or anything like
Yeah.
that. But like
But he might know
he
his
knows
way
how to
around this
avoid
area.
a fight. He also knows how to potentially get into one. He knows how to end one quickly if he had his bow on him. Otherwise, he's just lived in the wilderness a long time and is in the town right now to have a good drink.
Yeah. Hey, Oss. Seems like you've been around the block a couple times.
Oh, I've been around.
Yeah, haven't we all? I got this me in my head. Sure, haven't we?
I bet you have.
Hi. Yeah, old as rock, right? Dirt. Anyway, I heard of a dangerous lot. Wears something of a bright red headpiece out over in the old fort area.
I don't know much of my headpiece.
Like a bandana, if you will.
Oh, bandana.
Yeah, like a bandana.
He takes his beer and he goes, 2 gulps, and the entire thing's gone.
I give him mine. Damn, Hoss, that was impressive.
Bandanas. All right, roll
Okay.
persuasion.
I'm gonna use your guidance here.
Use the guidance.
Oh my fuck, that's
Yay!
awful. But I got
Oh, no.
10. I got a 10.
Okay.
He rolled a 4 on the d4.
I
Oh my
did,
God.
and a 2. I got a 2 on the. This is a good
Says-
roll.
Don't know a whole lot, but word on the street is them and them goblins up north rumors spreading that they're either at each other's throats or they're best friends. It depends on the moon. I don't know if it's literally the moon or not. That's just what somebody told me, but you know, superstitions and all.
Did you ever run into any of those red
No.
bandana folk?
I've seen a couple from afar. I didn't tangle with them.
Never tangle with them, huh?
Mm-mm.
Well,
Bad news. Mm-mm.
bad news all around.
Whole beer's gone.
That's impressive. Really impressive.
Starting to feel it a little bit.
Right? I'm not. I gave you my beer. But it's good. Good. Well, I don't want to keep bothering you, but I'll get you one more for the road here. I appreciate
That'd be
it.
nice. I need to catch up to that guy. And then he points over to Mirrodin. Points over to him. You are, at this point, you've had one drink, but you started regaling people of your stories.
Oh, absolutely.
And you're already about 4 beers in immediately.
You don't want to catch up to him.
Let me tell you about this one time.
God.
I,
I'm
punched
going to
a
give you
goblin
an
in the
opportunity
face.
here.
Oh.
You pick a number of gold to give me, and then maybe somebody is so convinced of your stories that perhaps they might want to tag along to become the next A-star adventurer.
Oh, nice. Love it.
4 gold?
Sorry, I failed, guys. Damn.
4 gold's not
Not
gonna
4,
do
though.
it.
That helped me a lot.
4 gold
That would've been a fucking-
might get you a commoner that you would look at the person and be like, you're already drunk. You're not going to make it past the road.
Oh, that's fair. Let's do 14.
14 gold?
Mhm.
Okay. 14 gold is going to get you a commoner. The difference is instead of a +2 to strike, I'm going to give them +3 to strike. And otherwise, they still have the 3 hit points or whatever that a commoner has.
Oh, yeah.
But I see some thumbs up there. I see some
It's his
thumbs
choice.
up there.
You see some thumbs
No,
up
you're
there.
paying them.
This is literally Chris's ribbon ability. He's not charismatic, but his ribbon ability is that when he is in a bar and starts regaling people of his stories, he can offer them money and actually convince them to become the next A-star adventurer.
That's really
Ding,
fun.
ding.
I will give you 25 gold to try and find somebody who doesn't suck.
Oh, I mean,
Can't be your money. Can't really stop you from giving him money.
I really can't, like.
I can't actually stop. I mean,
okay. Hear me out.
Especially if we know this trick. We've been together
Hear
for
me
a
out.
while.
I'm actually trying to do something too, so we can make a wager on this.
okay.
I'm legitimately going to try to find someone with goblin teeth, and I'm trying to gamble to win goblin teeth from them, but maybe I can just convince them to come with me instead.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
I cast
Rachel,
guidance on
you can give him your 25.
Yeah.
This isn't gonna be a skill check because it's a ribbon ability.
Can I also
Nice
give him
try.
guidance?
That's what I'm saying. It's not a skill check, so you can't give him guidance.
okay.
But I will allow you to give him this 25. Felix, if you would mind rolling a d20 for me, because of the gold, I'm gonna give you a +3 to this roll.
Ooh. All right.
Give us that roll.
So wait, do I keep my 14 then that
Roll
I
to
originally
10.
spent, or is it a total of like?
It's a total including the 14.
Okay.
He rolled a 10. That
13
becomes
total.
hello.
Hey, it's in.
He rolled a 10. That becomes
13
a
total.
13. So, 13. You get. Okay, this person. Their name is Davy. Davy is slightly better than a commoner, but Davy is a pretty good thief.
Ooh.
But we're not talking like rogue thief. They're not an adventurer. They're not good, but they are a thief. And they got those goblin teeth probably from probably not from goblins, but things that have fought goblins and left teeth around. Like, that would keep them as trophies.
Okay.
So Davey knows the thing about the two are about picking things off of people and knows who would have taken the goblin teeth. Might be useful on the road.
All right. I like Davey.
All right?
Well, welcome to the adventuring lifestyle, Davey.
I am so excited.
Did it again.
Yeah.
This is
should
going to
be.
be great.
Dude,
Hopefully
right?
it turns out better than Gerald.
Don't worry, Gerald lived a great life afterward.
We'll have
He
to
just straight up lied. He just.
You know, Gerald,
Greatest
Gerald
objective.
lost both of his legs.
Yeah, he lost his life too. Like I don't know why he keeps saying.
That happened a year
Most of
later.
it
Yeah,
was.
it was a long time coming.
Yeah,
it was,
like he lived a very
it was like
painful
the
end of his
longest
life.
gangrene
Like, yeah,
situation you've ever heard. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Listen, Davey. All you got to do is not be a Gerald, and you'll
Capo,
be
you're
fine.
right. I would have also given them more money.
I tried.
You gave him 25.
It's not bad.
I expected them to match it. Plus some.
Davey
Who you talking to?
die instead of you. Take it.
Meat shield.
That's
Great.
not what I want.
That's his ability, man. He buys meat shields. That's
I
what it
put-
does.
Buys
You
meat
know
He
what?
bought a meat shield that might have a piece of information.
listen,
I
That's
put
what
a
he
couple
got.
good berries in Davey's pocket.
what
That
I
guy's
was
not
like,
gonna live.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I was gonna suggest.
He has 3 good berries in his pocket.
3 good berries?
He has
Okay,
3
well
good
then, you
berries
know
in his
what?
pocket.
He has 3 good berries. Chris, this is your NPC technically.
Oh.
Please
Davey
remember
is
that
so
he has good
excited.
berries in
I'm
his
Davey,
pocket.
everybody. I know I'm pretty loud right now, but just wait till I start sneaking around. You'll never hear me. And when he walks out of the bar, you don't.
Oh, he's good.
Kid's dead.
So, Davey, we're gonna say that he has a +3 to strike, and the damage that he deals is a 1d4. Just that, just a 1d4.
It's fair.
Forever?
Well, for the next 15 minutes he lives. For the next 15 minutes.
I don't like this negative attitude, dude. Be a little bit more positive.
Felix, can
Life
you also
is longer
roll
and better
a
than this.
d6 for me?
Roll a d6. Davey. Thank you, Felix, for
You
that.
rolled a 4. All right, Davey has 4 health.
Nice.
Good. Good.
Yep.
Very good.
Yep, which means that if Davey ever takes 8 hit points,
he's
he
dead.
just
He's
dies.
just dead.
He doesn't get saving
Dead.
throws because it doubles his hit
Poor
points.
bastard's dead.
But assuming, I will allow Davey one good ability for being a thief, assuming he ever just goes down and doesn't die, he can, on the following round, bring himself back up for a full action. Which means then he's at 1 hit point, and then if he takes 5 hit points, he's dead
He's
forever.
dead.
But hey,
No,
But-
you leave him.
but
keep
you
him alive a
put good
little
use
longer.
to Goodberry. Also, Davey has good berries to give to you guys if he needs.
Yay,
3
Davey.
good berries. I give him 4 good berries.
Yeah, just in case you need it.
You give him 4 good berries, he goes, thanks! And he pops it in his mouth and immediately eats it.
And
And then he goes, I feel great. I haven't had a full meal in weeks.
I put my hand on his shoulder. I look him clean in the eye. I say, Davey, I got a good feeling about you.
we're gonna keep you alive, buddy. You're not gonna die.
I would put 5 more gold pieces on the bar and be like, that's it.
I love how you didn't give Chris the 5 gold.
I just put 5 gold pieces.
You put the 5 gold pieces
On
on
the
a bar, and then suddenly some of the other rough and tumble people start to look at you and realize that you just casually threw 5 gold pieces down.
You stupid idiot.
You tuck your signet ring closer to your pocket and then exit the bar.
Yep.
Yep.
God.
Hmm.
And I beautifully write
that.
thank you. Because I have
We
calligraphy.
just can't take this guy anywhere. It's
Well,
I was
Davey is
reading
a
stream. I was like, huh?
a
Okay.
torchbearer extraordinaire.
Okay.
Right now.
all right. Yeah, what are we doing?
Chris is gonna get Davey killed.
Yeah, Davey's dead.
Nah.
All right, everybody.
I would
Dead
So,
Davey.
never.
Hashtag Davey's dead.
we're about to go out into the exploration phase, which won't be super long, depending on, I don't know, how random
How we
rolls work,
do.
because we are going to do a random roll. It's going to be super exciting. I don't know what's going
Hey,
to
woo,
happen.
random
And then we're going to
rolls!
get to, the place,
The
where we
place
got to be.
maybe.
Nice.
Until
Maybe.
then, why don't we take a quote-unquote,
Short rest.
let's, just for the sake of exploration, we're going to make it a long rest.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can prepare your spells for the exploration phase.
I've used nothing. I'm good.
Yeah,
for,
I've used
for
nothing.
the record, actually, we'll just explain that when I come back into exploration. So
I
yeah,
used
I'll give you time to prepare your spells differently. Tony, feel free
Much
to prepare
appreciate.
your spells differently.
I'm done, guys. Pass without trace
You
all
did
day.
Great.
I
Do you
love
wanna-
that they.
do you wanna
That's
step
Earth
out?
Genasi. So
It's
good.
super cool. Well,
So good.
I'll be.
That spell is always useful.
I
It
want to
never
make sure I
goes bad.
use it at a good point. I imagine when we get closer to the base or dungeon. So for now, I am going to try and do my best to read your guys' comments. We're super behind, so thank you to everybody that's here right now. If everyone who's in the chat that wants to talk wants to say what's up, so I can give a good hello to everybody, that'd be awesome.
What's up?
So I see Felix, I see Rex, Kappa. I think I saw Ange in there earlier. I don't know if she's still here. Sorry, baby, I couldn't say anything earlier. We were in gaming. Right now we're long resting, which for most characters, like our mage folk here, that means that you get your spells back, and then don't we get like some health back? Not that that matters at this point.
So on a long
Yes.
rest is when we're able to reset our spells.
Woo!
And if you are able to, on a long rest, you regain your health based on spending your you regain all your hit dice that you might have spent trying to heal. Nobody took damage. It's not an issue.
Right, no, yeah. Right now there's more just
I'm
for
trying to
like...
think of what else you would do on a long rest. Depending on the character, you're going to gain back some of your abilities. I didn't use any of my wild shapes as a druid.
Long rest takes at least 8 hours. Yeah, it might be kind of fudging the time, but it's going to be an 8-hour rest. We'll call it that.
We leave at night.
We're making it another day.
Yeah, we're basically
I think
making
is the way that
a
we're
new
looking
day.
at it.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying your character, Tony, by the way. Oh, thank you so much, man. We have a lot of fun doing this. While we're talking for a bit, first of all, thank you guys all for being here. I think it's super cool that you guys are here chatting, rolling random dice, so Felix could call on building the random dice mod. I friggin' love it.
That was pretty amazing.
We love character play here. We're big nerds for it. The reason why I started gaming with these guys is because they weren't so much about the crunchy bits. Like, they love the crunchy bits, don't get me wrong. But we just really enjoyed storytelling. And that's what I think all of us are kind of here for.
Oh, yeah.
And Nathan's wonderful at building stories, and we just love playing out stories. So I'll be really excited to see what happens today and what could happen in the future. But how are all of you guys doing? How is life in the outside world? It's
That
cold
was
here.
your idea, Kappa?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Kappa. I didn't know that. That's a wonderful idea. We couldn't see everything. Well, thank you, everyone, for building it, for suggesting it. We appreciate it, Kappa. You are the man, person, human.
Yeah.
Seriously, we really appreciate it because I know we've been talking D&D for a while here. And Kappa, I know you've been definitely a big proponent being like, yes, D&D, and Felix and all you guys, so I appreciate it. I'm quite anxious, but I'll manage. To be fair, Felix did all the work. Yeah, but still, it's okay. It's all right. It's good. It's always nice to see the community kind of rally around that kind of stuff, so.
That's true.
Yeah, it's good.
How does audio sound so far, folks?
Yes, 'cause
this
we
is
are
a
sharing a mic.
totally new setup for us, audio-wise.
Yeah, you might be able to tell we're on stools. And
Oh, yeah.
Great.
it's a different
Tell
world.
you what.
I'll be back. All right, Rex, sounds good. We'll see you when you come back, buddy. Yeah, I may have to use the washroom in a second here. Since I have no spells to prep. I have 0 spells to prep. I have passed out trace that I'll use when it's important. I could have used passed out trace on you, I guess, but it wasn't really stealth that you were doing. It was investigation.
No, it was stealth. It was stealth the first time.
Oh, was it stealth the first time?
But
It was.
you weren't expecting me to stealth.
I was expecting you to go away. Why don't you guys do a rundown of your characters for the new people? Oh, absolutely. So, I am an Earth Genasi named Dune Vox. I am a noble who is a fighter who is a battle master. Then we've got Chris here, who's playing
I'm playing a transmutation wizard elf.
And what's your name, Chris?
Mirden.
Mirden, which we all been calling Mir for most of the evening. And then Rachel is playing Yidma Verzant, and I'm probably saying that super wrong, who is what kind?
She is a druid hermit.
Druid Hermit, yes, that's what it is. And she's a Furbolg.
Furbolg?
Furbolg? No.
I think she's...
Unless she just spelled something weird on that for her race.
Oh, wait, I was thinking of her...
Her new... should we talk about any characters?
Well, we don't have to talk about them yet, but so this is a one-shot campaign right now.
Yeah.
Although it's starting to sound like it'll probably be a two-shot, considering how slow it starts.
And how late we're already
But-
at it, yeah.
This is all a pre-setup to a full-blown campaign that we're going to do once this is done.
Yep.
and
Brand spanking new characters and a full campaign to play.
and all those characters are already built and everything, so we're
Thanks,
actually
Felix.
we're super excited for it.
Yeah, it's
And
gonna be good.
the 1 or 2 shot is really just. I mean, it actually was legitimately a stream loot reward. Like someone put that in the
Someone
random.
put it in and it won.
Random chance of winning like a
Did
random
Kappa
stream.
put it in or no? I don't know. I know Kappa's been really about the D&D. I just don't know who put it in, but still,
it
super
might
cool.
have been Kappa. I don't actually. I don't know who. Voted
Yeah, we don't
for
know
it,
who
'cause
puts
it's
it
all
on. Yeah, it's random,
anonymous.
but still cool that they did because we've been talking about it for a little while. And when Kappa put it in. Yep, that's about
Yeah.
right. Which is cool, man. Which is super, super cool.
So, but we're using it as sort of a prototype to figure out the right way to set up our technology in the stream and just kind of get into the right flow for when we launch the full real campaign.
yeah, because we haven't done a lot of roles yet. Like we have, but we haven't done like a lot of all of us rolling
Yeah.
at once doing things, so we don't know exactly how it will work.
Well, yeah, and a lot of this too is even just Tony and I learning D&D 5th Ed. Like,
Yeah, I've never played. I haven't played a game with these guys in a while, and B, I've never touched D&D, so it's been fun to kind of play.
Mm-hmm.
But Secret is the puppet master. This arg variable is pissing me off.
yeah, it seems to be a little finicky, but it's still cool that it's worked as well as it has
Yeah, I think it's really sweet.
so far.
I'm gonna use the washroom real quick,
for
unless
it.
someone else is in the washroom. But love you guys. You are all amazing.
Nah, then there was just Chris. Just Chris.
Just Chris.
That's the name of the stream. Just Chris.
Really don't like this part. Okay, we're gonna do that.
Yeah, the funny thing about this new setup is, definitely don't put pressure on that
On
arm
that. Yeah, that's why I just pushed
that'll
it.
break the mic
That's
stand.
why I just pushed it.
Yeah.
Oh no, someone else is peeing.
Well, you might as well stay over
Yes,
there.
out there.
Don't worry, I can hang out with everyone. Wow, Tony just flipped me off. So I should post some photos on the social media or even the Discord, just to kind of show what our setup looks like right now. Because normally, we've got the 2 chairs
Hi.
over. Oh, here's our beautiful DM. This is Nathan, everyone. So
Hey, everybody.
you guys have mostly seen him before. He's popped in a few times.
Everybody here's met me, or maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna watch back the VOD once we're done streaming, and I feel like I'm gonna really like the disembodied voice of Nathan being the DM.
I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm kind of like, when you suggested it, I was like, that's kind of cool, actually.
Right? I think it'll help you sort of be able to become totally different
I get that.
characters. Whereas like, the players, we're one character the entire time, so like our faces can just be associated with those characters, but you as the DM, you're changing roles all the time. And this was the one thing I noticed from me watching other D&D streams was like, you see the DM, and I see the DM shifting roles, but because their face doesn't change, it doesn't quite click in my head as well. So I hope that it actually helps.
Depending, the sudden change of expression actually kind of gets to me. Like, coming from an acting background, watching people switch roles constantly, there's something disturbing about it. Weirdly enough, the better you are at that, the more surreal it starts to seem, because you are so good about it, you start to seem less like a human.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's absolutely fair. The one downside is you won't get to see like a lot of the gesticulations and stuff like that. That like the whole time that I was playing the shopkeep, I was doing the whole arm thing and was like, that means something to you who can see me, but
I mean, it's one of those things where I think you kind of have that same energy to the way you say it, to where it still sort of reads that way. But yeah, so far this has been really fun though. I think the one thing that we as a team need to do better about is not talk over each other, because it's easy for us to forget that we're on a stream and that microphones are a real finicky thing when it comes to multiple voices being thrust into them at the same time. So
shopkeep is named Dan.
Shopkeep was named Dan.
Yeah. It's
Best boy.
not talking over each other. It's just going to be something that's going to be a work in progress in general.
Yeah.
Especially when gaming, when everybody wants to get their time in and stuff like that. Especially in that last like part of the scene, I was like, okay, we need to wrap this up along, otherwise we're never going to leave town by the end of the session.
Yeah, I had that thought. That was the moment where I was like, this might be a 2-shot instead of a 1-shot.
We'll see. Kind of depends on timing and everything like that. But, we'll see what happens.
I'm done for
I
that.
might just kill you early on. And just,
We
like, end
could
this session.
just all die.
It's not gonna be the easiest challenge in the world,
I
especially if
mean,
you all
dude.
don't remember your resources.
Yeah, well, here's Rachel being like, you haven't used any of your spells, Chris. I'm like, we haven't started the exploration part.
Yeah, that's why you were supposed to prepare Charm Person.
Well,
He has Charm Person.
I have it now because we're going to encounter other humans. I just didn't think that...
It's the town phase. That's
Well,
all the
yeah,
people you interact with.
It does make sense.
That's what that spell's meant for, is, the town phase.
It's totally meant for the town phase. I just didn't expect us to have a rest before we set off. I kind of thought we would just go.
I mean, some DMs wouldn't, some DMs would. It really just depends on a situation. This is a one-shot where I'm going to do a little hold. It's bad in town. It is not bad in town because they don't remember that you charmed them.
Oh, it's true.
No, they don't.
If it was
that's
the cantrip...
friends. You're thinking friends.
Damn it.
Good job,
Hold
Tony.
up.
Well, I'm going to get out of the screen now.
Tried to friggin' jump over a chair that I couldn't.
That's why you don't jump over chairs, Tony.
Well, we gotta get more pathways, Chris.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
We will.
It's pretty tight in here.
It's a little...
You wanna back it up, Tony, so I can...
Oh, yeah, so you can scoot in first. Yep. This is the hard part.
Scooteroots.
Chris, your clock is really off now.
Try not to put any weight on that arm.
Yeah, that arm
Of
is
the-
super...
There ain't
The
no
mic
way.
stand.
super sensitive.
And maybe we'll BRB as people are shifting back into place.
I'm looking at 5e tools for my...
Woo, that's alright.
Okay. We back.
Thanks for the moment, guys.
We made it.
Should we jump back in town, or are we about to set off?
I think we're about to set off, right?
Should I put on the old dirt road?
What do you say,
Put
Nathan?
on the old dirt road, starting with the road.
Oh, that's not dirt road.
That's just dirt.
This is desert. We don't go there.
It's just dirt.
All right, we're going south to the desert. That I just came up with the desert, everybody. We're
Oh,
doing that
God.
instead.
Rules are meant to be broken.
So yeah, cool. Let's so we are on to the exploration. You trying to, at least because this is our one shot leading into a possible adventure, I'm going to be like forthcoming on how things are going to work.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're going to
absolutely.
take some time along the road getting there. The map tells you that you probably will get there in about 3 days. That said, one of the common explorations with 5e is that exploration seems silly because a lot of times when you utilize your resources, you're just going to take a long rest again every day. And so everybody just goes no in every encounter, making exploration challenges silly and too easy. So that said, your whole exploration phase will be considered the long rest. When you reach your destination, you'll get another long rest. But from now until then, all of the abilities that you use will, like, you're not going to have a long rest every day, if that makes any sense.
That makes sense.
So whatever we do on this journey won't be utilized. We won't be recovered until we get to our destination.
Yeah, everything you do on a journey will not until you get to your destination.
Because there'll be no short rest.
The
either, I
idea there
imagine.
too is like every day's passing, you're probably casting spells on the occasion, keeping check and everything like that.
Yep.
So in those scenes where you're getting into a conflict or whatever the case is, it's just kind of like how you would have been utilizing resources. That makes any sense.
Absolutely. That makes sense.
Plus, in my opinion, I don't understand the reason why we're specifically saying that long rests are always 8 hours and short rests are always an hour. It just kind of seems silly to me.
So you'll pick out how long our long rests
Yeah.
are, how long our short rests
It's
are.
kind of
How about it?
gamifying, but at the same time, I think it leads better to more drama. So that's
Cool with that, brother?
more fun, in my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong and you all die in the exploration phase, in which that would be kind of embarrassing. Moving on.
It's a one shot. Good time to die.
That's true.
All right, let's rock and roll, Nathan.
Okay, cool. So you head out on the dirt road. Things are the tracks are well worn, and you can see where a myriad of carriages and stuff have passed along. Obviously, merchants have traveled to and fro on this road. You see many a hoof print along the way, and you travel by foot on there. It's going to be about a 3-day travel. As you move along, eventually the sun starts. We're just, I guess, passing time in a certain way. The sun starts beating down on you, and things get a little hot. The sun above, you're staring at it. It's staring back at you in defiance. The sweat beads down your face. And I roll in the random encounter.
Hey, Davey, how you doing, buddy?
Sure is hot. But I'm pretty good otherwise. He pulls a cloak over his head, and then it kind of occurs to you, maybe you should also do the same.
I knew Davey was going to be an asset to this team. I pull a cloak over my head.
But as you travel along, you the sun eventually starts to set just a little bit, and things are turned to a comfortable coolness, and the day passes on. At this point, it might be good to set up camp. But you should probably find a good place first.
Sounds like a nature check.
It doesn't sound like a nature
Sounds
check.
like a perception check.
Oh?
Sounds like survival.
Oh, survival.
Sounds like a survival.
Survival is a skill.
That makes more sense.
Sounds like a survival.
So I should
survival
definitely
is
do it.
rooted in wisdom.
Unless you
I
guys
can
want
take
that
care of it.
-1.
I got this.
Good.
I'm on it.
I don't got this. Hey, you got this.
I got
You
18.
got this.
Not
Well
bad. You fucking got it, girl.
You travel along the road. The road starts to taper off a little bit by the time that nightfall's coming around. You think that this might be a good time to set up camp. You move in.
Does it seem familiar? Are we going the right way?
This is starting to feel like the beginning of the vision you had.
Okay.
That's why you had a vision. I forgot
that's-
about that.
That's why I'm interrupting, double checking, making sure.
Yep.
I had a vision about
I
it, so
forgot
I just
about
want to
that
make sure that we're
vision.
on the right track.
You
That's
feel
a good call.
I'm gonna keep trekking in.
you feel righteous in your thoughts here. You feel like this is the right path. You taper off into the forest a little bit, finding a good spot until you find a small little stream. Around you, you see little bits of wildlife here and there. A deer looks at you suspiciously before eventually deciding that it's probably okay to go back to drinking. And then,
Poor bass isn't gonna eat it.
No.
decides that you're no real threat. Stream.
I shoot it with my bow.
All right.
There you go, baby.
Roll the strike.
Love it. I don't want to take my hammer out for that.
We hates this.
Oh,
Well, I rolled
shit.
a 17.
Holy shit.
Well, this turns out to be one of those rare armored deer that
Do I normally
It's a
have my
robo
dex
deer.
to that, and that's it?
you have
Robo.
okay. So your total plus strike with your bow is your dex plus your proficiency mod.
Oh, that
By the
makes
way,
sense.
I just read a
Okay,
quick
so then it would be
Kappa
plus
comment.
In
5.
case anybody's wondering, the wizard is an elf, and a high elf specifically, and they all have training in longbows. Amongst some
longbows
other
are
things,
Great
but-
too.
Yep.
I shot it with the 22.
Okay, you shoot it with the 22. You absolutely hit. Go ahead and roll the d10, which is your damage, and you're going to add your dex mod to that for damage.
I
I
can't
guess
read
it's in.
Oh, sorry.
7.
Okay, you deal 7 damage. You shoot the deer. It looks very surprised, almost betrayed in its confidence. It thought that you were one of it, and
I try and cast Animal Friend. Too late. Because someone already shot it.
I'm
you
hungry.
wiggle your fingers a little bit. You try to cast Animal Friend, but before you can get the spell off and not wasting the spell slot,
Nope.
the arrow pelts the deer. It travels on for probably about 30 feet, running away from you before eventually you track it down a little bit and notice that it has decided to step under a tree so it can slowly die.
Poor little guy.
Yeah, we're gonna eat it, right?
I mean, y'all aren't
we just
going
didn't kill a deer and do it
With
for no
your,
reason.
you rolled what, an 18 for survival and finding a
killed
camp,
it.
something like that? Yeah, with that, you set up the camp, you set up the fire, and you're able to prepare food for the night.
I roast the mushrooms and veggies that I found for myself.
Are we doing a kind of cooking check for this or no? Is it just more like
That would be a survival check. Oh, wait. Actually, that's funny.
Actually,
It would be a survival check. You don't participate in cleaning and cooking the deer?
Nope.
So one of you two have to.
Chris, what's your
I'll do it.
I have a
I'll
minus
do-
one. I think I'm in a
I
great
have
spot.
A +3.
I have a minus one. I think I'm the
To
better one.
what?
for it.
Wisdom.
I'm cursing
Oh,
it.
you have a +3 to wisdom?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, no. I have, what's my wisdom? I have +1. Still
say,
better
how
than a
many plus
-1.
did
I'm
you-
cursing
I don't know, man. My minus one's pretty
Curse.
good.
You know what?
really
It's
bad.
not a -2.
Oh my god. Well, this is the shittiest meat we've ever eaten.
Well, I have a total of 2.
Nat one, baby.
You slowly the two of you drag the deer back and you try to prepare and skin it, and then it kind of occurs to you that you've told stories about how to clean and cook a deer so much that you convinced yourself that you could do it.
You don't
No, I got this.
You don't remember that one?
I don't need to hear it from you. I'm a professional
Just-
adventurer.
Always remember that one time you told us a story about how to ride a horse, and we all remember how that ended.
Listen,
All right, that's
All you
fine.
gotta
That's
do-
fine. That's good.
is cut it open with the torch, and you're cooking it.
Not for riding a horse, as you said last
I'm
time
talking
too.
about this deer.
Well, you said that for riding a horse too.
Well,
Yidma, would you like to share some of your berries and mushrooms with
Wait,
the other two?
Can we not eat the?
Or are you gonna
Two
make them eat a good berry?
deer.
Oh no. No, that's a 2. That's a 2. You butcher an animal and then you can't do anything
So
about it.
are there
I
nat?
feed you both a good berry,
Fine.
and I eat my delicious mushrooms and roots that I prepared for myself.
Oh, I guess I could have assisted, but that probably wouldn't have been very helpful with the -1. I mean, I guess-
Shame with the deer there, says Davy. Well, that's a bummer. Wasted an animal. But, I guess I've got no clever antidote for here. That's just unfortunate.
yeah,
Maybe if he
it'd be
doesn't
real
make it,
nice
it's
if I had
okay.
helpful teammates that would be able to have assisted in this moment.
Well, I guess we don't all know our comrades well enough to know if they're vegetarian or not.
I would like to do a ritual of some kind to just bless the animal and just as its life was taken for literally no purpose.
That's a religion check.
So if you haven't because I don't have the skill, right? Could I still help with even with the -1?
No, you have to have the skill in order to help.
I could not have helped.
What'd you get?
13.
13. Basically, you do that, and out of it, you have convinced Eldoth to forgive this sin of carnage for no reason. Basically, you convince Eldoth to rebirth this deer and reincarnate it elsewhere as something else.
I hope it's a slug.
Give it a second
Slugs are
chance
cool.
for being caring and kind. It was an animal that deserved better than that.
Bump it.
Chris, you don't have inspiration, do you?
No.
Okay, good. I'm joking about taking it away, but I can't actually
I do have
that,
inspiration.
but-
How does that work in context?
Oh,
for
you
this? I
pop
don't
your
know.
inspiration, the
Mhm.
word pop.
Yep.
Like, you use it like a fate point, essentially.
it.
You use it, and you get advantage on the attack roll, or
And I
saving
can use it
throw, or
whenever,
ability
right?
check.
I can use
Whenever.
my inspiration whenever.
Whenever. But I'm not as kind of a DM as others. You must call that you're using inspiration
Of
before you
course,
do
no,
the roll.
I wouldn't do after. That's not cool. In my opinion. Not cool. I think you have to be like, I'm gonna use my.
So
yeah,
you all
I
have a
get it.
good berry, though, and that's fine. The night the night passes on.
These good bears are kind of nice anyway.
I mean,
Following day, you
Dear old Andre.
you leave you put out the fire, you leave camp, and then you travel farther on. At this point, the road starts to
Sildar would have
starts to fall apart
Made it
into
nicely.
nothing. At this point, it's more like a path You don't see many wagons going this way. It seems that they haven't been able to travel this road in a little while, and you can see clear tracks where they have tried to make a beaten path, and things keep happening. What are you smiling about?
I look at Davy and I go, all right, Davy, adventurer test. Where do we go? What do we do?
Oh, boy's gonna die.
Um,
Dead Davy.
I touch him and I give him guidance. I know where we're going.
Last time-
I just want to.
Last time I got guidance, the guidance helped 4.
you rolled a 4.
Oh shit, that's 2 4s for guidance, people.
Davy goes, well, let's see. If I were a good adventurer and a clever tracker, completely
Which you
using your
are.
own words,
You're very good.
I would, and he starts to point his finger, and then slowly, like every time he's like pointing his finger, he goes, I would, and as he's doing it, you slowly you move his arm over, but nobody notices it. You're just slowly, quietly moving his hand over.
We're
till
both
he
like
points,
just looking out into the sunlight, like yes.
and then he goes, I would go that way, toward
Thing.
toward that open forested area where
Yep, that's the one.
yes,
Good job, Davy.
Davy,
Maybe
you're the
Davy's
man.
not dead. All right, well,
Davy's not dead.
I'm keeping him alive.
not dead Davy. Hashtag dead Davy.
No, he's not there yet.
Hashtag dead Davy.
Hashtag dead Davy.
Hashtag. Don't have it yet.
Not dead Davy. Not dead.
Yeah, you continue down the unbeaten path at this point.
Uh-huh.
It's at this point that you start to notice that your vision is kind of taking full hold. And the map at this point is kind of like just showing a lot of forest. And as you continue down the forest, we can actually get out of the road scene and just go into forest. At this point, the trees are so thick above that it's kind of hard to tell exactly where the sun is shining through. Navigation might be a little bit of a concern.
Nature, what a wonderful thing.
Because, you don't have to remind me, because of your vision before, instead of rolling survival here, I'm going to allow you to do a nature roll.
Oh, hell yeah. What's up?
Oh, yeah.
Bump it. Just bump it. Hey, yeah, man.
That's gonna be a 16 from me.
Hey.
It's pretty good.
Hey, 16.
That's our roll. It's over 15. I'll take it.
Good for level 3.
Yeah.
If this is a DC 20 check, I'm gonna call shenanigans. This is where we die, isn't it?
This is where Davy
where
dies.
Davy's-
Don't pay attention to the man
Davy's the-
behind the curtain.
This is where Davy dies.
No, Davy's,
No, he's got a bunch of good berries.
I'm
Davy's
sure this
gonna
is Dead
be-
Davy next week.
No, we care about him.
Davy's
He'll
gonna be
live.
the only one that survives.
He's gonna like have my head like on his head like a mascot head, like woo. I'm a rock man. Someone say hi, Tree Castle. Oh, what's up, Tree? Hello. We'll throw quick highs real
you
fast.
haven't
while
seen
they-
my hair yet, Tree? Where you been, man?
Yo, it spooked me really hard. I was like, I don't
The what?
remember this, Chris.
Oh, one of our viewers, Tree, has not seen Chris since the haircut.
Since I chopped off the bun.
Oh, yeah. No joke.
We're not used to it.
Wait, but hasn't Tree seen it?
I think Tree didn't notice.
But to say,
I'm usually smaller on screen.
Smaller.
Small boy.
All right, cool.
All right. So, you absolutely feel confident in leading to the right direction. You continue down. It starts to hit nightfall, and just as you're thinking maybe it's time to set up camp again, you start to hear something ahead of you. I'm going to require a perception roll from all of you. Here's how it works.
Ooh.
All of you are going to do the perception roll. I'm going to set a DC, and I want to see 2 out of the 3 of you hit the success.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh
my god, I get a -1 to my perception
Chris?
checks.
I'm going to give you advantage for Davy.
Yes! Yes! Davy's the
Well, that
man!
did work. I'm just gonna roll this one.
D20.
Hey, not bad for a -1. I got a 16. 16 from. Oh man.
Boy, I'm real happy I had advantage. Actually, you know what? The first die I picked up rolled better, so I have 14.
I have 16 with a -1. What the?
And the person who's good at perception?
23.
Oh, wow. I was
Holy-
expecting like a 2. Wow.
What?
I guess that can't happen, but 23. All of you succeed on this, actually.
Oh yeah.
Wow, we're so
We're so successful.
Follow the noise, and eventually you go past the clearing a little bit, and you see a group of 5 figures. One of which is a relatively shorter figure, perhaps
A halfling.
perhaps a halfling, or perhaps some other smaller figure. I'll say this, it is a small humanoid of some type. And the other 4 figures are of medium size. And as you start to see into the twilight, you can tell that 2 of them are humans and 2 of them are actually orcs. But more importantly, all of the 4 have red bandanas.
No!
The other person, on the other hand, does not have a bandana on him. Instead, the other person is standing next to his horse. His horse has is down on all 4s. The horse has looks like it has hurt itself very badly, maybe having broken a
hoof? A leg? A foot?
an elbow. Do they have elbows?
Oh, I don't know.
Broken a leg.
I'm not a horse doctor.
You know,
Farrier.
Equestrian.
It's a farrier.
Equestria girls.
So the horse is down on all 4s, looking like it has broken a leg. It is making a bit of a whimpering noise. That's actually why you showed up there in the first place. And the person next to him, the smaller portion, is holding the reins, talking to the other 4, doing like a hold on, everybody, wait a second. And the other 4 people looking at him are clearly antagonizing.
Do
I
we
cast
don our?
healing word.
Hold on, before they know that we're here, we have a couple options, right?
Yeah.
If we want to,
Do you just want to cast healing?
I
word?
hand
Isn't
you-
healing word touch?
I hand you each
No,
a red
it's the range.
bandana.
That's why it's so good.
well, red
So that's-
bandana, but
it's also bonus.
if a short if
also
it's a
bonus.
halfling, it's possible as one of the Blue Frost
Thank you,
guys.
Felix. Broken ankle.
But we can stop the red bandits if they think we're part of them. Be like, this guy's not worth it, our time.
Or I was gonna do stealth and we can like jump them, but that's fine too.
No,
I was gonna disguise myself to look like one of them. You have a red bandana.
You
He
can stealth.
gave
can
red
give-
bandanas to all of
Being
us.
super sneaky. We all have them.
Well, I
He
don't
bought
have. I don't
3.
have one for Davey.
Okay,
Maybe-
everybody.
Yep. So we're
Okay.
gonna put red bandana.
I give Davey mine and I make myself look
So
like
we're gonna
I have
go.
one.
We're gonna go the red bandana route.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I give the
Okay.
bandana that was for me to Davey, and I
Okay.
use disguise self to make it look like I have one.
Okay. What do you all want to look like? Well, I guess. What do you want to look like?
I'm just gonna look like I'm the same height and then have a red bandana.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
I moved my signet ring again because that's gonna get me away from real fucking. I'm just gonna be like, well, that's
I am
going
the Bandit
back
King.
in. I am king of bandits.
I'm the best.
Do you still want to cast Healing Word?
On the horse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that face. You guys couldn't see that face, but that was like a good,
It's far away.
the
They can't
scary
tell.
good.
What is the range on Healing Word?
60 feet.
Okay, cool. You cast Healing Word. Suddenly, the horse is fine. Its leg is put back in place, and it stands up and kind of does like a bucking, but like of happiness. And it seems right as rain. The guy next to it, the smaller person, at this point you can tell from the range, it is a halfling, is kind of getting tossed around by the horse, and the other 4 people start to go, whoa, 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 what happened? I thought its leg was broken. What's going on? And they start to look around.
Hey, what's going on? What happened over here? I thought this horse's leg was broken.
Yeah.
You run into the clearing and look and they go, who are you? And then they see the red bandit, and then you roll a deception check.
I do.
How many of the red bandit guys are there?
There are 4 red bandana guys, and they are about 10 feet away from
Just her
the
rolls the
halfling.
deception check, right?
You're all wearing the bandanas.
Is there a leader? Is there an obvious leader?
Because there's 2 ways to play this.
There is
see how I do.
But your
there is a
deception
leader,
performance,
not an
I feel.
obvious one if that makes any sense. He's probably leading through charisma rather than rank.
I'm gonna cast charm person on him.
Okay. So,
I have none of these skills. I'll just stand there. I imagine. I feel like if she's deception, mine's performance at that point.
Oh man, I'd have that too.
Because I'm pretending to be.
You can cast.
I don't know if
if
that's
you want.
performance or if that's
'Cause if
considered.
you're-
what we're going to
taking
say is the
initiative.
red bandana
You
is
do
allowing
it.
them not to
I'm
immediately
gonna
notice
give a
that
shit,
you're
and then I can
clearly
still
not
do
one of
that.
them.
Not one
That's
of them.
your contribution
Yeah.
is that
Yeah.
you're not.
I don't know if
not
Genasi are a
contributing.
part of this crew. Probably not.
I have a DM question.
Huh.
If I cast Charm Person, will she get the benefit, or is it only me as the caster?
Let's look at the wording on Charm Person. Read it out loud for us.
You must
so the stream
attempt
knows.
to charm a humanoid so you can see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if your companions are fighting it. If it fails the saving throw, it is charmed by you until the end of the spell ends or until your companions do anything harmful to it. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you.
Oh, so it does know it was charmed by you.
It
Okay.
does.
Oh, you're right, Felix. What's the duration on that?
That
8 hours.
is 1 hour.
9 years.
Okay, cool. All right.
Forever.
That's how it works, right?
Okay, we're going to make this a skill challenge.
Oh.
So, basically, you are going to roll. Okay, Chris, you're going to. Sorry, let's try to use character names. Mirrodin, you're going to roll Persuasion with advantage because that's. Oh wait, does he have to succeed on the check?
He has to succeed at a wisdom saving throw.
And what's my DC?
Which person are you hitting?
I think it's
It's probably just my
15,
Perceived
maybe.
leader.
No,
My-
13.
Yeah.
It's 8 plus your proficiency plus your intelligence mod.
Okay, so 8 plus 2, 10, and then intelligence mod,
Yeah.
so plus 3, so 13.
13.
Okay, cool.
Are you hitting the main guy that like said who's there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You do it, his eyes go a little fuzzy, and then he looks at you, and then he smiles. Alright, so you're going to do a
He's
persuasion
daft.
check with advantage because he is charmed.
Oh, I am, okay.
You are, yes.
Ooh,
That's what
boy.
it only works for you.
Okay.
Yidma is going to do a deception check because, well, that's what you did. And, you said you altered self?
Oh, her? She.
Yeah.
I did. I used my disguise self ability, which reset.
Here's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to allow you, using that in function, instead of giving you advantage because it is still a little weird, I'm going to allow you to give, Chris, I'm going to allow you to give either Tony, yourself, or Davey guidance.
Question: what are we rolling? Am I? Because I imagine it's performing. Well, sorry.
I'm giving Davey guidance because he got dragged into this mess, and he needs everything.
I have
he
more
can get.
health. I have more health.
We're going to make yours performance, yes.
Love it.
But it is
Yeah,
going to be
you called
charisma based, so there's that.
I'm good.
And then, let's see. Davey actually is going to just try really not to be noticed, and he's going to roll stealth and just kind of stay in the back.
Good, great.
Not
He has a
good.
D4.
Good job, Davey.
Smart.
We all
Good
just
move,
roll,
man.
or how's
Hide behind
this?
me. Oh wait, no, I'm
Okay,
shorter.
Before we roll,
I figured
before we
out
all
the
roll.
DCs all around, and half of you need to succeed on this. If you get if 3 out of the 4 of you succeed on it, then it's going to be really, really good. If half, it's going to be passable,
But
and
if
failing
it's
is
less,
failing.
that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your guidance is every time roll a 4.
Yeah.
Every
I'm 3 for 3.
Nice.
Nat 20, baby.
I got a nat 20
Performance,
also.
Yes.
Great, because I got a 5.
It's a little loud. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Sorry.
Sorry
for that.
For the loud
We
clap.
yelled real
It's
loud.
not great on the mics.
Time. Oh, whatever.
But technically mine's 19 because I'm -1 charisma.
But whatever.
Okay,
I got a
you
5.
come out and you say, "Wait, what happened? I thought that horse was injured." Out
Yeah,
of nowhere,
22 technically.
and they look at you and they go, "Wait, huh? Who are you?" And then he looks at you and he smiles and go, "Yeah, that was kind of weird. The horse was injured, but now he seems fine. I guess we can take the horse now too. We don't have to kill it."
Yes.
He goes, and then one of the guys looks and goes, "Yeah, he's one of ours." He says that. It's just kind of weird. He says that. They don't notice Davey. Davey has a 22. Davey just
Holy
disappeared.
shit. I have 22 as well, if we don't count. I don't know how we do
Guidance.
nat 20s and nat 1s
Yeah.
yet, but.
I'm glad I helped.
What kind of goods do you think these guys have?
Well, this guy, I don't know. He's telling us that we shouldn't take his stuff because something about the king, blah blah blah, and something, which means he has more money.
King
So I'm going to tell him a story about that king and why maybe it's not a good idea, because if we make him angry, they're just going to stomp all over these lands with
How
their
many people are?
huge armies.
You
So-
say that, and 2 out of the 4 guys go, I don't think this is a good idea, guys. Like, this little kid, he might be trouble. Yeah, you're probably right. We should probably go back to the boss and tell him all about this.
How close
Yeah, I
would you
don't want to
say-
deal with that, man. Sorry.
How close would you say everyone is standing next to each other?
The 4 of them are pretty close. We're gonna say 3 of them are 5 feet within each other, and 1 of them is standing a safe 15 feet away, with a short bow. It's knocked, but not knocked. It's drawn, but it's not knocked yet. He has it down in case anybody tried any funny business. And he's about 15 feet away from them, which makes him
Okay.
about 25 feet away from y'all.
Okay.
Anything else on that? Okay, so 2 of them
Do we-
say
We know these are bad dudes, right?
they are trying to take everything this guy is worth, kill the horse definitely, and either kidnap him. Actually, after they hear he's part of the kid, probably ransom him.
Yeah.
Great. I
They're
cast
not good.
Moonbeam on the 3 concentrated people that are standing next to each other.
Okay.
Great.
we-
Everybody,
You
roll
did it.
initiative.
You did it.
What would you rather do?
No, we're,
We had them.
Right.
you popped
Now
in.
We're gonna let the kid go.
Rachel, what's your
Okay.
alignment?
It's
What's your alignment?
neutral good.
No, that seems probably right then.
Okay.
Lawful would take them in. Neutral good means, well, I'm good and they're bad.
And they're hurting this person. And it's only 3 out of the 5.
Chaotic
So the
good
other
would be,
2
I'm gonna
we
kill
can hang
them,
on to.
and then I'm going to ask this kid for money because I saved him.
Well, I'm chaotic, but I don't know if I do that.
So we're still gonna be able to get information.
Well, we gotta go. What's the?
I mean,
the
it's
bonus
too
for,
late
You're
now.
right, Felix. It is
Yeah,
too
it's
late.
too late. What's the bonus for initiative?
So it is your dex mod. It should be on your character sheet.
Am I just crazy? Am I?
So everybody roll initiative.
Oh, inspiration goes up there. Ha 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 ha.
It's our dex mod for
Yes.
initiative.
Oh, good.
and
I
that's
get
it.
nothing.
Just your dex mod.
I get
Okay.
nothing. It's 16. I'll take it.
Hey, I got a 16.
Do you have a dex mod though on that?
Sure don't.
Me neither. All right, but no
Hey.
minus. I'll
Hey,
take that.
Tony, would you mind rolling for Davey for me and give him a plus 3?
19. I rolled a
Like, that's the thing. I'm giving him
Wow.
good dex stats, but his attack isn't good. That's how
Well,
he balances
Davey's gonna
out.
be going first. Maybe.
Ooh, okay.
Dude, Davey's
So-
the best.
What did Davey get?
19.
Who's
Okay.
keeping track of initiative?
So, what's that?
Who's keeping track?
I think
I have it all in
my
my head.
head.
16, 16. What'd you get, Chris?
9.
Okay, cool. Rachel, you actually surprise everyone. Yidma, you surprise everyone and cast Moonbeam. Because you actually did beat them, the group of 3, by 1 point.
Oh hell yeah!
You do surprise them with this.
Great. It starts their turn there. It is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain. It must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. What's their spell save DC? Is it 8?
I don't think so.
It's not. That can't actually happen. That's
Okay,
what they
good.
got, was an 8.
Great.
Okay, so what happens to them?
They take 2d10 radiant damage.
Oh boy, roll 2d10.
No, my cards.
Just realized one thing I didn't look at about my weapon.
That is going to be a total of 7?
7 damage?
Yep. 7 radiant.
Okay, they all take 7 radiant damage. They look pretty damn hurt, but it's kind of hard to tell in a giant beam of white and what is becoming dusk. And then everybody else is surprised. We move back around to the top of the initiative. I believe Davey had a 19.
A 19, he's first.
Davey goes first. He's already stealth, which actually means that he has
Advantage, right?
advantage on the attack. I didn't decide.
Hell yeah,
if he had
Davey.
you know what?
That was a night. At this point, he's like a rogue, right? Like everything.
I mean,
sounds like
he's
a rogue.
a almost rogue.
Almost
I mean,
rogue.
not really almost. He's like a really he's a thief. He's a really weak level. Like a thief's actually subclass rogue. I shouldn't say that out loud. You know what? Davey pulls out a sling and whips it at one of the guys,
Yeah.
and he hits,
Good for Davey.
and he does 2 damage.
Dude, Davey, you're the best.
Okay, he hits one guy and does 2
So
damage.
there's 3
and
guys
then
or 4
Davey
guys lined up?
walks further behind the tree, taking cover but not quite hiding because he's not an actual rogue. What?
3 or 4 guys lined up.
There are 3 guys lined up and one's off to the side.
Okay, cool.
Okay, who's next?
Well, I think
I'm
Rachel
sorry,
or
it's
I.
16. It's so who's next is between the two of you. You can decide whoever goes first.
Do you mind if I take a run?
Yeah, go first.
Okay. So I am going to. Is it an action to pull my weapon?
It is you get 1 interact object per turn.
Great. So I'm gonna pull out my hammer.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that +2 you gave me is alright for the dueling bonus on here. I see you
It
gave me-
is all
I
included, yeah.
assumed you did. Great. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna
Wait, what does it say? +2?
+2.
I'm
yeah.
sorry, you should have included your strength mod. It's actually +5.
Oh, plus.
I apologize.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that update. Great. So that's for the attack, for the damage. So that's a little different. So I am going to swing my my hammer, and I want to use my sweeping attack, but it only happens if I hit, right? Like I would use my maneuver if I hit.
So yeah, first you have to strike and hit someone.
Alright,
So you hit
so-
one guy first.
Yeah. I'm
Do you
gonna
hit the guy that's already been pelted, or one of the two guys that has not been pelted?
I'll hit the center guy.
You'll hit the center guy. He's not been pelted.
He's not been pelted yet. I will go at center man.
Okay.
So that's gonna be really dumb. My attack is just based off of my strength, I imagine, correct? I add that to my strike, or no? Is it just?
You. Okay, so it's your bonus to strike is equal to your proficiency mod plus your strength mod. I can tell you already now it's gonna be a +5.
+5. All right, I'm gonna find my sheet. I'm still learning this, guys. I apologize.
It actually should also say next to your weapon, I think, doesn't it?
It says attack bonus +6.
Oh, +6. I'm sorry. You have a Mastercraft Warhammer.
Oh.
It gives you it gives
Oh,
you
so-
+1 to
so
strike,
that-
but not +1 to damage. That's the difference between it.
So
and
that
magic
+6
weapon.
is
It's
for my
also not
strike?
magic. What?
That +6 is for my strike.
Yes.
Oh, I
+6
thought.
to your strike. Okay, hit the middle guy. Go.
Yeah,
Do it.
good. That is a 23.
I think that hits. Yes.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Alright, great.
Do you wish to use your sweeping strike?
I'm gonna use my sweeping strike.
Okay, so you hit one guy for your 1d8 plus what, 5?
Yeah, 1d8 +5.
So go ahead and hit that guy.
I do 10 damage.
10 damage is going to bring him low.
Okay, great. And
You
then
kill him?
my sweeping strike hits the next guy over.
Okay,
if I'm
hits
not
the next guy over.
mistaken.
Do you want to hit the one that has only been hit by the moonbeam or the one that has been pelted?
Let's go by the one that's already been pelted.
Okay, cool. Roll a d8.
That is plus the 5 or no?
No,
Alright,
this is
so
just a box standard
3.
d8. 3? 3 plus you said you did 7, that's and then he did, okay, he's still standing.
Okay, great. And that is my
That's your turn?
And
You get to
then-
go now? Yidma?
Great.
I mean, unless you want to move away or anything like that, because you still technically have about 5 feet of movement, Tony. I'm sorry, actually you have 10 feet of movement, but if you move away, you'll provoke opportunity
No,
attack.
I'll just stay.
Okay,
I'm
so you
not.
just stay in the fray with him.
I'm
Cool.
reading my stuff.
Great.
Yidma?
I'm going to cast
one,
Spike
two,
Growth
three.
on the area where everybody was standing in the moonbeam.
Is that a concentration based?
No.
It is not?
No.
Okay, cool.
It's one action, and I cast Spike Growth. 20-foot radius becomes difficult terrain for the duration. Anytime a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet.
Okay, so he is currently in that area with those 3.
Is there a way in which I can position it where he's not up against it and like they're at the edge of the 5 feet?
Is it, is it a square?
20-foot radius.
20-foot radius?
So
okay.
I will place it.
So if you place it,
20
technically
feet
he's
away.
on the edge of them, so yeah.
Great.
Because of how the map works, you can do it, but you would end up hitting the halfling guy that's next to the horse.
How much movement do you expect to do?
Not a whole lot. I mean, if they're all in a concentrated area, I'm
Yes.
just kind of intending on just swinging at them for a bit. So.
Great. Then I plop it. You're gonna be in a difficult terrain.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Difficult terrain doesn't mess with.
It's spike growth. Remember what I said, if it's based off of
If
bushes
it's
or
based off
something
of
like that.
and this is based off of bushes. It's fine.
And also, it's difficult terrain, and you take additional damage when you move, so that would affect you regardless.
So I'm just gonna stand there.
You should probably just
I'm
stand
just
there
gonna fucking
until
stand there.
her spell
As
is.
long as that's okay, it's fine.
Yep.
It'll
You
be
do it.
fine. I do
You
that.
don't really have time to talk about it. You do it.
And then I turn it into a bear.
Then you turn
I turn
into a
into a
bear
brown
as a
bear.
bonus action. Okay, excellent.
I need Player's Handbook.
There's 2 around you. Okay.
Thank you.
Next up is actually the 2 guys. How does Moonbeam work? Is it at the beginning or the end of their turn?
It is the start of their turn.
At the start of their turn?
Yes.
And it's another save or take 2d10?
Yes.
Okay. Roll separately from them. Guy who's been injured, guy who's not been injured. Okay. Guy who's been injured is going to take 2d10. Any other guy's going to take half of that.
Great.
Oh,
That is
fuck
going
yeah.
to be 12 and 6.
Okay, 12 and 6. Guy who takes 12 is absolutely obliterated.
Woo!
And then the other guy is actually on death's door.
I thought there were 3 in the beam.
One's already dead.
Oh, good.
Tony,
there's only one
you
dead
killed
left.
him.
Oh, kill him. Oh, you said that's
Yeah.
4. I thought you
Yeah,
said still...
I said you bring him down. You kill him, and you shook your head, and then you went on to the next guy.
Oh, I thought you said
You were
bring him
too
down,
busy
like-
just wading into the fray to even pay attention to the fact
Yeah, I
that
was
you
just like,
murdered
I
a
thought you
guy.
said when bring him down. They might have brought him down low. I didn't realize I
Delicious.
killed him.
That's
Oh,
what I'm
awesome.
looking
See ya, Felix.
for. I'm a
Adios,
bear.
bud. All right, so
I'm a bear.
you are a bear. Okay. Yeah, the movie, and so then it hits the next guy. The other guy, Okay, the other guy is surprisingly brave and decides to stand and fight despite everything that's
There's
happened.
2 guys left, right, at this point.
There's 2 guys. One is outside of the moonbeam and outside of the
Of the fray.
Of the fray, and he's still holding his short bow. Hasn't gone yet.
Okay.
And then the other guy decides to turn around and strike you because he can do this.
Great. Good for him.
He can do this.
Good for him.
Okay. Let's see. He strikes at you. Oh wow. He's gonna hit you, Tony.
Shit, you got more than 19?
He rolled a 19.
Fuck that guy.
As long as he has a
Damn.
+1 to strike. Let's see. I mean, I'm sure he does.
It'd be weird if he didn't.
Well, if his AC
Will you be
is,
surprised? He definitely hits. He rolls a 24 to hit you.
Oh, shit.
oh yeah.
Okay. Cool.
No.
Don't you have to match the AC anyway?
You have to match the AC. So a 19 would
Would have hit no matter
Yeah.
how.
Unless I was base. Oh yeah. So unless I had a -1 to strike,
Which-
which just
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
happen. Okay. So this guy, we're gonna say, I mean, I have the stats for the orc stuff. He's an orc, so he fucking pulls out a great axe and just chops into you.
Great.
Great axe.
Great axe.
I know I pulled out a D12, but there it is.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I rolled.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, sweet. This is fun. See, if we were level 1, you'd be dead now.
I would be dead. Yeah. I would be real hurt in a second here.
Okay, so Toady, you're gonna, where is it? You're gonna take a total 15 damage.
Oh. Okay.
This is why he was so brave.
Okie dokie.
He's been in this situation before and it worked out for him.
Okie dokie. That's
Okay,
good.
he
that's
goes,
good.
and then,
Oh, that hurt.
Chris, you rolled what again?
9.
9.
You actually beat the guy with the bow.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh yeah, baby. So this dude has not been hit at all yet, right?
No, not at all.
I'm a magic missile, this son of a gun.
Okay, cool.
So range is 120 feet, which I feel like we're
I
good.
feel like you're good.
Instantaneous. Each dart hits the creature of your choice. So there's nothing he can do about this.
He gets hit. Do you want to use a level 1 version of this or a level 2 version of this? You can upcast it if you would like.
Creates one more dart. Yeah, let's do a level 2 version of it and just make sure he dies.
Okay,
Because
cool.
otherwise he's probably gonna shoot me.
Or
Or
me.
Davey. Ooh, I'm not gonna let him kill Davey.
Or me, guys. There's a big possibility he's going to get me.
No, he's gonna shoot Davey. Who wouldn't shoot Davey?
okay,
He's
got him.
so cool.
I do.
So I roll
Roll
4d4 each plus
Roll
1.
max damage.
I can't wait to see
Literally.
Tony be saved by Davey. You know what? Me too, Kappa.
with the good bears, he's like, I got you, buddy.
Good old. Oh.
That was bound to happen.
So it's not going to be dead Davis, it's going to be dead Dune.
So add 4 to your
Oh
total.
my
Oh,
god.
that's a terrible. Well, I mean, that one's
Well,
good.
that's 7 plus 4, 11.
11. Death's Door. You're so close.
Son of a gun, I rolled 3 ones.
He rolled 3 ones.
Should have rolled a 2 instead. He looks so abysmally hurt. Oh god, it hurts so much. It hurts so much. But you know what? He has a great chance to shoot you now. You just cast magic missile at him. He's not just gonna let that happen.
Thank God. I'm glad he's focusing on you. No, I'm just
You know what? As long as Davey doesn't die,
You know what?
don't you touch Davey.
He doesn't shoot back at you. I lied.
Oh.
He drops his short bow and he runs far, far away.
That's right. Oh, that's not a good thing.
You
Wait,
don't want
Davis?
him to run. No.
No, this
Oh,
guy,
God.
the guy with the
bow
short
guy
bow.
does.
Okay.
Do we get?
How far does he
no,
run?
we don't
Do we
get
know?
opportunity attacks.
No,
No, he wasn't.
Nobody's in
He's
close
too
range
far
with him.
away. Yeah.
Speaking of that, hey, it's Davey's turn.
Get him, Davey.
How far away
Davey,
is
you
it?
know what
Davy's
must be
gonna
done.
strike. Davy's gonna come around the corner of the tree and he's gonna whip. He's gonna whip.
Nay-nay?
What?
He's gonna whip and then nay.
How dare you.
Just go ahead and roll your dice.
He's gonna strike Rachel with triple advantage, dealing 8d8 damage.
Well, let's see. Good berries. So let's see.
And you know you gave them all to Davy, and he's the one hitting her.
I got 10 of them.
4. Yeah, I get 4, and then you have 6.
That's not the argument. The point is, don't do that. Okay, great. So he comes around. He's gonna try to whip it at the guy and hit him. He's gonna have disadvantage because he's definitely in long range of the.
Great. Come on, baby
Crit,
Crockett.
crit, Adelphia.
That's a 1.
Dude, Davey's so good.
That one. Well, when you have disadvantage, that's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen.
You, Davey whips the sling and knocks off of a tree, and then it hits him right in the head. He goes, ow, ow! I was trying to be too brave.
It's okay, Davey. You'll get him next time. I believe in you.
Next up after Davey is either Rachel or Tony. Actually, Tony went first last time, so it's Tony now.
Okay, so
There's this guy next to
we
you.
got this
He is
fucking
very, very
orc
hurt.
asshole.
This orc asshole
who
cannot move or he dies, and cannot let his next turn happen or he dies.
Or he dies. So great, I'm going to murder him.
Okay,
is
cool.
the goal.
Go to strike.
I'm just gonna go to strike. That is a 22.
22 hits. Tony, you can't not kill him.
Great.
If you want to roll, you may, but I'm just letting you know you can't
you know
not
what?
kill him.
Fuck it. Let's go ahead and roll. Let's
Okay.
just do it.
That's a skew, of
This
course.
is cute.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Roll a 0,
I
you'll kill
did
him.
13 damage to him.
Okay,
on a
yeah, you
flat
could have done that
surface.
first earlier.
I could have done that first earlier.
Tell me what you do.
Okay, so I take my hammer and I say, nobody hits me that hard, and I just fucking crush his head like a fucking mole, in the whack-a-mole game, and just fucking bring him down.
Is he okay?
He's dead.
Oh, okay, he's not okay.
But is
Alright,
he okay?
He's not okay. He's dead.
'Cause
I can't move either.
We're gonna do this. It'll be fun. There's a guy trying to get away.
Yep.
He already took a head start through the forest, and I can only think of one person who can really feasibly chase him down.
It's me.
It's you.
I'm
So
a
we're
bear.
gonna do a quick chase scene with you.
Yay! That's what I wanted to do anyway.
Okay.
I was
So
gonna use more abilities, but
Can I help with my arrows to give her an advantage?
okay, here's what
Slow
we're gonna do.
down?
We're gonna do a chase scene. It's gonna be a series of 3 rolls. It's gonna be really, really quick, and I'll
Oh,
allow you
okay.
to give her advantage on 1 check.
Cool.
All right.
cool.
The very first check is going to be the insight. Did you catch the fact that he was planning to run in order to chase after him early enough? Roll insight.
Fuck biscuits. That's gonna be a total of. I took insight. Yeah. 6.
6 does not do it.
Sure
okay,
don't.
he got a head start on you. After
Sure
that,
did.
we're gonna base it off of speed. You're going nimbly bimbly through the trees and whatnot. Yeah, nimbly bimbly. Yep. But you know what? What did you transform into?
A brown bear.
Screw that. No, screw nimbly bimbly. You're just gonna run through all the shrub. So we're gonna have you roll a con save.
I'm rolling what?
A con save.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna roll your con
Ooh.
save, and Chris, remember at any point you can give her advantage on any of these rolls.
Well, you tell me because you know what your stats are. When
Well, I'm
Do you
gonna
think
add a
you
plus
need it?
3 to this save because of my con bonus. I don't know what I'm rolling next. So you tell me what you think is going to be most helpful, and then I will take advantage
you know what,
on it.
let's do it because if you miss this, he gets away.
Yeah, because best 2 out of 3.
Yep.
Do your d20.
Oh, sure.
It's important. It has to be the one you choose.
Where'd it go?
Pick one.
pick one that has just all words on it that mean nothing.
This one?
Felix, poor bandits.
They deserve that.
They do.
That is going
Hey.
to be a total of 16.
Good thing you added that advantage because I
Yeah.
rolled pretty freaking well. But
Ooh, I
but
needed your dice.
you were hot on his trail and gaining ground. Finally, I'm gonna throw something weird at you. You're gonna do an attack roll, and all he's doing is going full defense. So you're gonna do attack roll at disadvantage,
Ooh.
and you have to hit his AC. If you fail, then he gets away.
No, you use your own die for
I'm choosing
disadvantage.
which one I want. What am I adding for attack? Anything?
Whatever the brown bear stats
I
are.
believe it.
Oh shit.
It's strength, yeah? Here,
It-
you're in the right spot.
It will tell what its strike bonus is. It will say like
Here it
claw
is.
or bite
For Davy.
for Davy.
Plus 6.
Plus 6 to hit.
All right, so you get a +6 to the roll.
11 zoos?
His AC is 13.
Bollock
Oh,
saves.
that's rough.
So that's gonna be swipity swipes.
And you,
Swipe or no swiping.
swipe or no swiping. You barely miss him. He goes behind the trees. You feel like he climbed a tree at one point. You're checking the tree, and then at that point he's gone. Maybe he didn't climb the tree.
Just in case you need to
Who
go.
knows?
I mean, I can also climb trees very well. I don't
You
know
climbed the
better.
tree after him, and it turns out that you don't see him there. Maybe
He
he
gone.
didn't climb the tree at all. Maybe he jumped down faster than you. He got away. You missed the chase scene. What do you?
I just wanted to be a pawpaw tree. That's all I wanted.
So you come back to the, you come back. At this point, Tony, you've been stuck near a pillar of light surrounded by shrub, afraid to move because it looks
dangerous,
like it's hurtful.
yep.
And while the
Hello?
brown bear's chasing him down, the two of you are
Oh.
like, hey, Davy comes out from behind the tree.
When does
Barely missed.
this? When
Barely
does this
missed.
leave? Hello.
It goes away
This is-
after.
You can remove the concentration
You could
effect,
just
but
remove-
you're not in the
none
concentration.
of them are concentration.
Moonbeam's not concentration?
No.
Are you sure?
Almost positive.
Isn't that what the sea is?
That's
Is
what the
it?
C is.
Great, they're both concentration. I stopped concentrating on both of them a long time ago.
Okay, yeah, you would have stopped concentrating on the
Oops.
first one after you cast the second concentration effect.
It didn't matter because nobody.
You're right.
I cast it after.
I mean, it prevented that one guy from running, but he decided not to anyway, so you're
It
right.
didn't though, because I cast it after I cast Spike Growth.
You cast Moonbeam
I
first.
cast Moonbeam
which
first,
is
and then they
concentration.
started their first turn, and that
I know.
which took the damage, and then I cast Spike Growth. So then the Moonbeam wouldn't have been there, but they still would have taken damage from Spike Growth. So it doesn't matter.
Semantics, but yeah, I mean,
It doesn't matter. The initiative order isn't working out the way you said it does, but it doesn't really matter because Spike Growth didn't actually have much of an effect except for pinning them down from escaping. But the way that initiative worked, you got to act twice before they did.
Nope.
So, yes, you did actually cast 2 spells before they got to go.
Mm-hmm.
You surprised them at 16, then you got to go again at 16.
Right. What I'm saying is that they didn't take unnecessary damage from Moonbeam after I cast Spike Growth, because neither
When you would have cast Spike Growth, Moonbeam would have ended, and the damage they took on their turn from Moonbeam would have never happened.
It
right,
would
because it
have,
was the
though.
start of their turn.
their start of it.
Start of their turn. They take
anyway, they are.
It doesn't.
No,
yeah.
you're right.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
It's not-
We're just arguing semantics. I
Yeah,
don't
we're
really
just-
care.
yeah, they're dead.
You're going to win that fight.
Yeah, we're gonna win that.
When
We
you
lost.
jumped him with Moonbeam, you sealed the deal.
Yeah, it was over.
Okay, so you kill 3, 1 gets away, and that guy is sitting there, just like, are you
I
gonna?
put the hair back.
Do you remove the red bandanas?
Yeah, right.
Oh, the hobbit!
Blue frost.
Yes, the halfling.
Wait, take off the bandage.
Blue frost.
Ah!
I just stopped.
It was
No,
a ruse the whole
what?
time.
You got blue frost.
I'm not a House Blue Frost.
Not House
No,
Blue Frost. Oh.
no, no. I was planning
I'm ready
on
my
going.
hammer again.
Not Blue Frost.
No.
He goes, no, I was shit, Nathan, come on, remember names here. I was going to Vintness to meet up with the House Blue Frost to trade.
Who are you?
Jerry.
Hey, Jerry. Well,
You
why don't
remember
you get
last
going,
time
man?
you had a Jerry.
Yeah. Why don't you get on your way and be safe?
Okay,
Uh,
sure. Thanks for fixing my horse.
Of course.
Where were you coming from?
Oh, more questions.
Yes.
Yes. I love the look, Rachel. Thanks, random NPC who could have information.
Yeah.
Go on your way.
We know where we're going. We don't.
June.
Oh, man.
Let's take care of this person. Make sure that they're well before they go on their way. Also, tell us.
Okay, so what was your question, Yidma?
Where were you coming from?
He mentions a town named Saras that is actually a little bit north of where Cragmaw would be. It's a little bit past the mountains. So like you would usually, in order to get there, you've kind of heard about this a little bit. You would take a trail to the eastern side of the mountains, and you would eventually avoid that area altogether. But there's a little bit of passing that happens. Obviously, these traders seem to not have much of an issue in that area because they got further south than that, but then they got jumped by the red bandanas.
How are your travels otherwise? Coming through the pass, past the mountains? I presume.
Yeah, I mean, the travel's fairly safe as long as you know the trails and everything and what to avoid.
Oh, can I copy a map? Do you have one?
Oh, that's the least I could do.
Great.
Do you pull up the map?
Yeah, I copy it down.
He shows you a little trail and you just
Great.
Have you had any of their bandits come and try and stop you? Or was this the first time that you got...
Oh, this is, I mean, I've seen of their passing and stuff before, and I've heard of tales, but this is the first time it's actually happened to me.
So...
Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this very much, because this may be my last one. I might just live in fitness after this.
Well, on your way, as you got stopped by these men, did you run through any of the goblins, anything?
No, I avoided the goblins. I told you, I took a pass.
Well, I mean,
Pass that we're gonna follow.
you still got caught by
To avoid.
the red bandana guys. So.
Yes, here. But I was expecting to see them up north, where the pass was. I'm sorry, it sounds like you're upset at me?
No,
Or...
no, not at all. I'm just curious to see where if they just caught you right
Very.
here.
Come here.
Pulls out his bow and arrow.
You say
Slings
very, and immediately Davy's like, yeah, we have a problem with him, right?
Very. Pulls out his knife.
But really, though, where are you going to Vitness for?
To trade with the Blue Frost, right?
He goes up to his horse and he pets its snout and feeds it a little bit, and he goes, "There you go, girl." And then he removes this or lifts the pouch off the saddlebags, and he pulls out a little small chest, and you can see that there's some other goods in there. And he goes, "I was planning on trading some of this stuff. In the mountains, we tend to get a lot of ore and things like that, but it doesn't have a lot of economical good. Like, it has no worth unless you can actually go to a trading hub and make some good out of it." And he pulls out a little chest, and he goes, like, for instance, all these little bits of ore in here have some good value. And then he hands you the chest.
Insight?
Go ahead, roll insight.
It's the devil chest.
I was actually one of my firbolg abilities is I can understand animals. Like they'll understand me, but I don't necessarily understand what they're saying to me. So they'll take my direction.
Is this a spell or is this?
It's a firbolg ability.
Okay, so exactly how does it read?
I will pull it up.
Okay, yeah.
In
While
Mediamente.
you're doing that, you roll insight. What'd you roll?
9.
This guy has some gold or some valuables that he wants to give you because you saved his life.
Well, then I open that darn chest.
Yeah, you do. There's a series of ore and stuff like that. It's worth about 180 gold total.
Great.
Wow.
You get a chest of 180, like a value worth 180 gold.
Thanks, buddy.
I get advantage on all charisma checks I make to influence animals and plants.
Okay, what do you want to do what charisma check do you want to make?
I would like to make the check to say, step backwards if this person is lying. To see if they treat you well.
Okay, I'm about to
Yeah.
say that makes more sense.
Like,
They're like,
does
is
this
it
person-
lying? I'm a horse. I have no idea what he's
I
saying.
have no concept. Do they treat you well?
Okay, roll a 2d20.
Advantage.
Advantage. Ooh,
No.
advantage is good.
Your charisma.
Charisma.
You were rolling.
It's a total of
You're rolling
17.
persuasion.
17.
Actually, I guess it'd
When
be
you're in
animal
love.
handling. 17. 17. After the horse doesn't step back and instead moves forward a little bit and nuzzles him to convince him to give him another sugar cube, you are in your heart of hearts convinced that you just saved a good person.
So
And you can go to bed at night feeling that way.
So I'm gonna use my little calligraphy.
Did you take? I mean, it looked like you were going for a sling for a second.
Yeah, right,
I was
like,
did you
hey.
take Davy's sling.
And we kill him.
And
So I'm gonna take out my ink and my pen. And I'm gonna write a good note saying, when he goes to
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, roll or what do you want to roll? Sorry. What do you
Kill
want
the
to say?
good person.
Well, I don't know if that'd be persuasion. It's just basically get him good favor with Sildar when he goes to trade with them.
No.
To give him good favor with Sildar.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll your calligrapher supplies check. We're gonna make
What is
this.
that? So they actually give me a +2. I don't know.
Do you want to? Okay. Let's make this. If you're trying to put him in good favor, it sounds like a charisma check.
Yep. Okay.
So we're gonna do that, and you have proficiency bonus with it because you have proficiency. In it.
Oh, okay. I see what
Save
you're
a +4.
saying. Okay, yeah, +4. That makes sense. All right, let's see. I
I
got
thought you
it.
had advantage.
Do I get advantage with the tools?
Oh, that's
No.
what you said. My bad.
No,
You
you
got
use
an 8.
proficiency.
Got an 8.
You do it.
I try.
It doesn't look great.
I try to make my little mark that proves that it's me at the end when I'm doing my signature, and I just like smudge it.
You
real
put the
hard.
the mark the house noble mark
I just
on
look
it.
at
and
him
just kinda
like-
well, really, what you do is you put a thing and then you put your signet ring into
Yeah,
it,
I was like-
and then you like kind of put one of your knuckles in instead, and it just burns a little bit.
I fold it up and give it to him. There you go. Tell Sildar and
thanks.
his wife, and then I should trade with you.
For the rest of the night, he's planning on camping soon. If you would like to hang out with this person, he can play you a merry jig, and then you can be on your way north.
I love merry jigs.
He plays a merry jig. You dance your heart away.
Hell yeah, I dance with Davey.
Davey is a very good dancer.
Fuck yes.
He's light on his feet.
Davey's the
He is.
best.
He's
Tippy
very light
toes.
on his feet. Yeah.
So is this a short rest then?
This is still technically a short rest because we're not at the end of it. That was only day 2.
I'm just making sure it's a short rest then, because I'm getting back my stuff.
Oh, it's a short rest?
Yes.
So I can get back.
By the way, Cody, you had a short rest, and you could have used your action surge there and finished people off.
I was going to
And
wait
also,
until
when you
round
took the damage,
2.
you should have used your heal. Wait, did you take the damage? You took the damage afterward, but you had another round.
Oh.
After that second round, you probably should have
Your
used your
action
healing.
surge.
I cast
Your
healing.
healing or second wind to heal
Well,
yourself.
I'm about to
using-
get my short rest. What do I get back for on my short rest?
First,
No,
go
it's-
ahead and.
Oh.
You can do whatever you want. I recommend first using your second wind fighter
Oh, I'm allowed
ability
to just use
before
it
you-
like outside of.
You
Oh,
recover
okay.
it every short rest. You might as well just use it.
Okay, cool.
So roll that first, recover your HP, and then see if if either Yidma's going to recover you or you're going to use
I
it.
also wasn't sure how many actions we're gonna get into here, so I don't want to blow everything.
It's a short rest ability. You'll get it back at the end of the short.
No, I just didn't know if we're gonna be like another fight.
If you
like,
take
in
12
between.
damage, heal yourself.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Finish that guy.
Yeah.
That's great.
If you take 8 damage, heal yourself.
I have enough spell slots where I could easily help heal.
Okay.
That's where I was coming
So I'm
from.
at 18.
You're at 18 out of what?
18 out of 28.
Okay, do you want to have Yidma heal you, or do you want to use some of your hit dice?
Oh, if Yuma wants to heal me, I'll take the heal first before I use my hit dice. Or can I do both?
Are we
See
doing-
which one's going to heal you the most first, I would
Yeah.
say. Don't do both at the same time.
No, not at the same time. It
Are
was,
we treating this like it's a short rest or a long?
This is a short rest,
Short
This is
currently.
a short rest. Great.
As I said, you don't finish the long rest until you're at the end of the exploration phase,
Got it.
I recover a second level spell slot.
using your short rest ability.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I got another 4 for the 4th time in a row, for a total of 7.
Oh, you do healing work? Oh, you don't have cure wounds, do you?
I didn't prep it.
Ah, gotcha.
I wasn't
That's
expecting
fine.
it. I wasn't expecting to get in a fight in the exploration.
Is it only a D4? That was D4 plus
I also
mod.
wasn't expecting to take
Plus my
30.
mod, so I said a 7.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that. I just saw the 4 and I got excited to roll 4 again.
I didn't know it was going to take like 13
So
damage.
7 brings you to 25 out
I'm
of
at
20.
25.
Less than, yeah.
Do you want to use a...
How much are my hit dice again?
So here's how it works. When you take a short rest, you can spend your hit dice. You roll your hit dice, which as a fighter is a D10.
D10,
It's
yep.
the same die you would roll when you gain hit points every time you gain a level.
Yeah.
You roll that and you add your con mod to it. You can roll those one at a time to see how much you heal and then keep adding them. So if you roll the first time and get a 1, you're like, fuck it, I'll use the second one too.
I'm happy to do it again.
They replenish every long rest, and every time you take a short rest, you can spend hit dice.
I
Nice.
guess I could. I just one. I mean, it's only 3 health gone. I could always save it, but yeah, I definitely heal a lot. So, yep, I'm back up to full.
You're only 3 hit points away. Your con mod is plus 3.
Yeah. Yep.
You would have had it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were 6 points away.
No, I have a 28 normally, and I was at 25.
It's fine. At lower levels
Oh,
like
it's
this,
good.
at level 3, it's better to be at full health as much as you possibly
Yeah,
can.
exactly. Cool. So I'm back. I'm good. So
Okay.
it's 1 hit die.
Everybody's healed. Everybody's good. You spend the night. You
Get
guys a
my
merry
stuff
jig.
back.
We all find food in different ways, and we're just gonna move past the fact that you hopefully don't kill another deer for no reason. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to move right past that.
It was very
But oh
upsetting.
boy, do I watch for one.
All right.
Alright, I'm out of 2nd level spell slots, so I'm just gonna get those away from me.
Okay. All right. The following day, you continue going north. At this point, you actually take the you start to take the hidden path that he showed you, and you start to go up like a slanted hill, and you're looking down to your west, and you see a tree line, and in that tree line you see a few here or there red bandanas, people that are on patrol, and you are far above them, like far above them. You might be able to pick them off with arrows, but of course you might cause conflict there. And as you're getting past, you start to realize that was probably that's probably due to the fact that that one guy got away, and you just missed that entire encounter altogether.
Great.
Woo!
There it is.
Are we mad?
I'm just disappointed.
Why is that?
Do you want to go back down and fight them?
Yeah, but
No.
Okay,
I just didn't want to alert them.
Yeah, so I was more worried about alerting. That's good. All right, sweet. Let's continue on our merry way.
Okay. You continue. You pass them. You see no trouble or anything like that. And as you continue north, eventually one person, roll me perception.
Not me.
Please
Why don't
do
you
it.
do it? Why don't
Please
you
do
do it?
it.
I'm
Not me.
If you want that -1 life, I can get you that. Wow!
It's a 6.
That's a nat 1.
Well done.
It should have been
As
Davey.
you continue up the hill, eventually it starts to reach a sort of plateau. The mountains ahead of you hit a nice pale blue, and it's illuminated by the sun setting above it.
Gorgeous.
It crests into a beautiful golden orange, slight brown, until the sun disappears altogether. And you reach a nice spot, circled in a path, where previous people have obviously camped before, as you see a laid out camp before you.
This is gorgeous. This is like prime real estate to stay for the night, I'm sure. Our brother here, man. This is great. Look, it's literally like the perfect
So
spot.
I speak Sylvan.
Cool.
Can I insight
I speak common. What's your point?
insight to the circle of the stone circle?
I didn't say it was a stone circle. I said it's a circled, so there's a path.
Hmm?
And then the path, imagine that there's rocky terrain around you with a little bit of forest area climbing up the hill. And you're on a path, and then to the side of that path is just this cleared out area where somebody had set up a camp there. It's not a stone circle.
It's just a campsite, from what it appears to be.
I retract my statement.
That's fair.
Is it okay if I take a look at this campsite? I mean, it's here. I mean,
Roll investigation.
great. No, but it's going to be
I'm right
Fine,
behind you.
investigation.
Can I help him with investigation?
Oh,
Do you
I
have
get-
investigation? You absolutely may.
Give him a d20.
Give him a d20.
All right, great, because I have a +0 to this skill. So
I should
I
have been
don't
the
know
one
what
Called it
roll
out first, though, so I'm making you roll.
Yeah, do not about it. I'm the one that said it. That's a big old metal die, dude.
Dude, I love these dice.
So I got a 15. Your die really helped.
Yeah,
Maybe,
baby.
maybe it didn't. I don't know. I'll find out in a second here.
The gouge tables.
What?
Okay.
Big many.
The camp is completely clear, except for a thin line. It almost glistens in the moonlight as the sun has set and you start to see the moon above you.
I'm gonna throw my hand in the air while you're saying that.
It almost
stop
glistens
motion?
in the moonlight. You look around you to see if there's anyone around. You don't see anyone. And as you get closer, you notice it is a wire that has been strung tied around a small little stump going along, connected to one of the laid down logs that has previously been used as a seat. And as you investigate it further, you can see that if you were to trip over it, it actually knocks over a series of metal objects that would make a loud noise.
God, this is a trap.
But because you rolled high investigation, maybe somebody with the right abilities can disarm it, or just leave it alone altogether.
Davey!
That's a job for Davey for sure.
Do we want Davey to handle this?
Let's think about this, guys. Because there's a path directly in front of us, right? This is just like a little side stop. Is this like in the way of the way we have to go?
This is along the way.
How far does this tripwire go?
It is from a log. We'll
Is
say
he
that it's
pointing
about.
at you?
It's a.
We could pass around it though if we needed to, correct?
Yes. It basically, if you were to sit on that log, it would cause it to go off because
Which
you
was
would
gonna
rock
be my
the log.
plan if I.
Yes, if you sat on the log, you would rock the log. The things would shake and would make a noise.
You know what, guys? Instead of chancing ourselves to doom and anything, why don't we just walk around it? Why don't we just...
What if
Take
there's
the-
more than one?
I mean, disabling one, I don't think would disable them all regardless.
That's a fair argument. All right, let's go around it.
Unless we trust Davey, because like I don't know what the skill is to disarm. Unless, do any of you guys have a disarm tool, like a kit to do that? Because I sure as heck don't. I don't think the Dungeoneer pack comes with that, so no, I don't. Yeah, definitely don't.
So are we just gonna go around it, or are we gonna try to
I
disarm?
assume, would it be stealth?
So to
disarm?
disarm this, it's actually gonna be proficiency in thieves' tools.
Oh yeah,
That's
definitely not
usually
me.
what you use to remove a trap like this.
Well,
If you were
Davey-
clever and had different types of tools or something like that, maybe like we could work around it.
But I don't.
I look at Davey. What do you think about this situation?
I mean, I could try.
Have you done this before?
I went for that one. Like, nope.
I take a step back.
I do this every day.
I
do this every day of my life.
I trust
I
Davey.
go
David.
out of my way to find traps to undo them.
I give him guidance.
Alright.
Davey, we're really counting on you for a good night's sleep.
Hashtag dead Davey.
No. What is it with the hashtags?
Hashtag.
Hey, you didn't get a 4 this time. You only got a 1. That's it. He gets a total of 14.
Huh?
He walks up to it, walks up to the log, and pulls out a pair of
Nervous mud
very,
sweats.
very fine shears, which aren't cheap utensils.
I didn't use that on the deer. We should have like kept the pelt.
And another set, like a fine contraption that he'd use to pick it apart. And he clips it. And no noise happens.
Pounded Davey.
I loudly pat him on the back and go, Davey, yeah!
I loudly throw Davey at the metal that's around.
I don't really.
Now,
I'm not gonna ruin it.
Now let's just walk right through, I guess.
Fucking Davey.
Davey.
I told you, this man is gonna save our lives.
Davey is our bounty.
Well, we could have walked around it. I'm just gonna throw us out there one more time. We could have walked around.
No, Davey's incredible.
Alright,
We
you
could have,
coulda
but now
walked
we don't
around.
have to worry about it.
Now you have a place to sleep, though.
Yep.
Let's get some good sleeping.
What'd you roll on that original investigation check? And you
I
helped,
rolled a
right?
15 on the investigation check.
Okay, you rolled and then you actually helped with it.
Mm-hmm.
Roll
And investigate.
Arcana.
Oh, shit. Oh, what's happening? Hey, give me back my die.
I didn't
I
think
gave you
nothing.
back your
D20?
die a
Oh,
while
you did.
back, buddy.
You did.
No, I feel like you just.
right there.
No,
Just roll
you
the
did.
goddamn die.
Well, that's a good old 8.
Good old 8.
You get possessed by demons. Campaign over.
Yeah, you get an 8. So, the you go to sleep with visions of great wizard battles in your head, and you think of some of your greatest heroes, and one day you know you will be like them, and people from all around the world will come to you chanting the name Davey.
Man, Davey's so cool, guys. That's the first thing I say when I wake up in the morning.
You say that, and you're like, Davey's so cool, you guys. You open your eyes, and Davey's standing and looking at you, but like, thanks.
No pants on. You're like, Davey, why? Davey, why?
Dude, put your pants on. We
Sad.
gotta get to work. I slap him in the ass.
He goes,
Oh, no.
thanks. Sad thing though, my thieves' tools are gone.
How does the thief lose the thieves'
I don't think I
tools?
lost them. I think somebody stole them from
I'm
me.
gonna check. What? Are we missing anything else?
You're missing nothing else.
I don't
Davey's
trust
just
Davey
a klutz.
anymore. I don't trust
Yeah,
Davey anymore.
If you remember,
Kill him.
somebody failed a perception roll earlier.
Oh, man.
And he goes, my greatest weapon.
As Shaggy said, wasn't me.
Check his bag.
No, I mean like fail the perception check.
Timothy's like, check his bag.
All right.
And she
Okay.
lifts out his arm and coins just fall
It's
out of
okay,
it.
Davey. You have other good
Things.
qualities.
I cover up our tracks to make it look like we weren't here at all.
Hey, that's smart.
That would be survival.
Biscuits. I'm gonna roll it.
Do it.
I like biscuits. We're also at 11:40, just so we're keeping
Okay.
pace on time.
Okay.
So
That's good to know.
7.
You stomp your feet hard in the ground.
and
really
all the
make
metal
sure.
clanks.
You
You don't
cover.
know? I don't wear metal. I'm a druid.
No, there's the metal that
That's
was
actually.
hooked up.
Well, yeah, that's fair. You cover all of your previous tracks.
Good. Good.
Fucking do it.
Good.
Oh, God.
I'm glad
is
I
too
did
good.
a good job at my job.
So good.
That I
Good
get.
job.
You continue down the path. You notice at other various points that you may or may not have avoided certain dangers, and then eventually the path winds down. You can see going farther northeast that if you kept going there, you might end up in that city where the merchant came from. But as you continue down the path to the west, eventually, peeking out of the tree line, you see a myriad of large but broken down pillars. As you see it from afar, those aren't pillars, those are towers. And as you get closer, not just towers, but a broken down castle. You have arrived at Cragmaw.
Ah.
And I think that's where we'll end our session.
Ah, all right.
So you're correct. It has become a 2-shot.
That's okay.
Okay.
Honestly, this is really fun.
Yeah, go ahead and do a 2-shot.
It's like you like tabletop RPGs or something,
Yeah,
Chris.
right?
Take it easy, Rex. Thanks for hanging out tonight.
Good timing, Rex.
Yeah, no kidding.
Goodbye, new friend.
All right, we'll go to the ending soon screen. Hey, there it is. Hey. Well, hey, folks. Thanks for hanging out tonight.
Yeah, man, we appreciate y'all being here. We'll be back with more adventures next week, it sounds like.
Oh, we
so.
absolutely will.
How do you feel about the characters?
By the
What
way,
alignment do you think they are?
Something.
Yeah, I didn't write down my alignment ahead of time. And then I was like,
Chaotic, probably.
I was like, he's kind of a little chaotic, but he's still good. I was like, is he chaotic good? I don't know. Probably.
We're gonna find out. Let's see what you think.
I mean, you definitely stole, but like,
You definitely stole.
I definitely stole. But I stole from a free resource. And I'm going to
You
return
stole
it.
from a guy
that is
you
a chaotic
don't
argument
like.
if I've heard one. Yeah.
I attacked people out of
gosh.
nowhere, but they were hurting somebody who I knew was good.
I threatened the librarian.
Well, you
so-
say you knew he was good, but then all of you did multiple insight checks or something similar to try to find out if he actually was good afterward. So it wasn't so much that you were attacking him because they were attacking somebody who was good, because you didn't believe that he was good. Because you didn't believe that there would be a good person who was just really appreciative that you saved their life.
I just
I
sent him on his
mean-
way. By the way, I mean, we haven't gotten the gold for it, but I was like, all right, cool.
By the way, I'm pretty sure my character, every time I get a free meat bag to come along with us, I absolutely treat them the exact same way. I'm like, dude, Matt fucking the best.
That's what
I'm
made
so
Jared-
happy he's
I
here
want to
with
know,
us.
do you believe it though?
Oh, 100%. And every time they die, I'm so heartbroken.
That's what makes Gerald's situation so tragic.
Part of your
fault
great
he lost his
stories
arms and
are
legs.
not necessarily about you. It's about the people that you brought along with
Well,
you.
that are
and
dead.
that's what makes me sound so much better, because if so many people have died in my wake, then clearly I've endured
And that's an
such
affinity
hardship.
problem.
Because that means you're.
It means I've survived better.
Yeah, he's just lived longer. How are we looking? We're gonna throw these bad boys at a stream.
Yeah, we
What?
should.
Yeah.
Let's
We're
go
gonna
find
raid
another.
We're gonna raid somebody to give them a good time.
Gosh,
I think
we need
Zal
a-
might be running.
Better place to put all this stuff. Yeah, I think Zai's running.
Yeah.
All my
So basically, at the end of a stream, you if there's a good amount of people, you say, hey, we're gonna throw you at another stream so you can enjoy whatever they're doing.
Oh, okay. I was
So
like,
we're gonna raid 'em.
ooh.
We're gonna raid some
I
Za,
don't-
All right, the raid has begun.
and we will see you guys next week.
Will Davey find out next
Davey
week? Will Davey
is-
become the hero he is going to
Davey is already the best hero we could ever imagine him to be.
Better than all of us.
Nothing we could say he does will be greater than I think he does in our
just-
imagination.
be? Yeah, I'll be like, he's a thief. Everything that he's done has been indicative of what a thief would do.
Yeah.
It's true. Well, anyway, thanks again for hanging out, folks. And
thanks, Cap.
I hope
Appreciate
you
you,
look
man.
forward to the next D&D stream, because this is a lot of fun.
Back.
Woo!
Bye, everybody.
See you guys later.
Have fun.